Welcome back to another Montreal Canadiens HABS play-by-play commentary with the hockey coach Gold Frenchies directly for the beautiful country of Thailand. Tonight, the Montreal Canadiens host the Chicago Blackhawks at the Bell Center. Are you ready for the HABS? Your Bleu, Blanc, Rouge. Yes, we are almost at the end of the presentation of the national anthem right now, so we have to be very quickly. We expect Jake Allen between the pipe, 11-17 2 in the beginning of the season, 3.53 goal against average, save percentage of .89 and 2. Stubber is a rookie of the Chicago Blackhawks. I think he's 23 years old. 3-0-0, 2.29, and a save percentage of 925. For Montreal Canadiens, we know Jacques will be out indefinitely. We bring back Chris Whiteman. This is the only chance we have in the lineup. Pitlick is out, LT scratch, and that's pretty much what we got tonight for the Montreal Canadiens. So for the Chicago Blackhawks, the captain Jonathan Toews is out, and the goaltender STELLA is out for the Chicago. Two only friend players they have out for them. That's pretty much what we got so far for this game. We welcome everybody. Thanks to be with us. Jerry Chicago Bear, Simon Deschamps, Gary Cournoyer, Vinny is in the house. Thanks to be with the Hockey National Show. Horrible for Simon à propos de national anthem. I didn't hear that. Anyway, that's pretty good for me to see that. And then what we got after that, guys, is we wish you an amazing, great game. The game we're going to start play-by-play. We're going to welcome everybody else after that. Good game, good period, first period. Bonne première période, les amis. Here we go. The puck will be dropped. Max Domi, face to Kirby Dak. Montreal won the face-off. We're going to recover by Hoffman. I think bring it back to Savard. Go back around. And we know Montreal going to use front players as the defenseman pairing. We're going to give you a little bit more information. Chicago find a way to get a puck to opposite corner a little bit too far. Zeb John tried to puck a deep zone in the zone. Montreal recovered by Kirby Dak chasing around in front of the bench. Finally, the puck go back to McCabe. Going to be turned around by Max Domi. The first one to get there is Montreal. Don't pay puck on the left corner, on the right corner. Point intercept now by the Chicago Blackhawks. Bring a puck to the red line. Don't pay puck behind Jake Allen by McCabe. Recovery by Reddish. Reddish battle for the puck behind the net with Jordan Harris. Harris played with Savard so far. Back to Hoffman. Hoffman right now return back to Harris. Harris turn around in front of the number 17. We're going to get there in a few seconds, guys. I will try to get everything set up here. On that one, it was Jason Dickinson. We know Dickinson and Knock Sakoski at the beginning of the first game. They play each other. Anyhow, Chicago attacking now. Shoot the puck. Tyler Johnson saved by Jake Allen with a blocker. Intercept now by Nick Zuski. Return the puck on the right side. Don't play the puck all the way back on the defensive zone of the Chicago Blackhawks. Going to recovery on the left side of the goaltender by corner Murphy. Murphy wear number 5 with them. Go back now for the Montreal. Madison pass the puck to Zuski. Return the puck now on the opposite RHP by intercept by Chicago Blackhawks. Patrick Kane pass the puck a little bit too far for the behind the net of the defense of the players. Johnson, Jack Johnson, ex-Colorado Avalanche, winner of the Stanley Cup last season. With them. Go back now, turn around by the Chicago, hold the puck deep at the zone, but unfortunately last, and Montreal going to play the pipe by Josh Anderson. Ran the puck all back to the opposite side, no too far from our HP to recovery. Finally, the Chicago led the puck neutral zone, and from the bench of the Montreal Canadiens, first one to get there is Chris Whiteman. Try to pass the puck, no chance. Go back to Kovacevic. Kovacevic play on the left side. Montreal use tonight 4 right defensemen. That's rare. You see Montreal with so many right defensemen. Whiteman, Barron, Savard, and Kovacevic. The puck will back on the left side. Jake Allen intercept now by the right, by the Montreal. Go get out the zone. Neutral zone. Battle now by DUARTE. The puck turn around by the Chicago Blackhawks. Try to get out by Blackwell. Should pass the puck to S. Whistle. Shoot the puck go all the way out of the play and go to reset on the left side. Jake Allen. Pierre Martin is in the house. Harry is in the house. Danny knocked the door. Luciano is in the house. Ellen Keeve is in the house. Then we have NHL, Roger, Zeph, Lacave. Melissa is in the house. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for being a part of the show tonight. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. Face off the left side of Jake Allen. Go back now. Intercept by Jordan Harris. Don't put the puck on the neutral zone. The puck bouncing back. Intercept now by the defenseman of the Chicago Blackhawks. Go Didi is Jake McCabe. Got a pass by Zeb Jones. First one to get there. Savard pass the puck to opposite Harris. Harris pass the puck to opposite corner. Kachuk is on the house. It's Kachuk for the Chicago Blackhawks. The 4-line play with and Whistle and Reese Johnson, ex-New York Canadiens. Go back to Montreal. Fire the puck by Savard. Black shot in front of the net by McCabe. Get out of the zone, the blue line, on the red line. We know McCabe right now is on the trade bait for Chicago Blackhawks. Armia right now in the corner, pushing right now by Johnson. Armia recover the puck, pass the puck behind the net, intercept for Chicago. The puck bouncing back on the right side by Armia. Armia find a way to win the battle against Domi. Armia still with the puck, drive the puck back to Savard at the right side. Jake Allen pass to Harris on the left side. Harris return the puck behind the net to David Savard. And Montreal set up the transition on the breakout. Harris now pass the puck to the board. Tip by Peseda. Pass the puck to Belzil. Belzil, the right corner of the goaltender, Stober. Intercept by Johnson. But Belzil win the battle. Bring the puck to the line. No chance for Medicine. Keep the puck. The puck go all the way back by Jake Allen. Drive the puck back. Pass the puck to Madison. Pass to Byron. Byron pass the puck behind to Belzil. Belzil in front of the net. Pass the puck to Belzil. Belzil completely missed the net completely. Recovery by Belzil. Bring the puck to the line out by Madison. Return the puck to Belzil. Belzil bring the puck behind the goaltender. Chased by Peseda. Behind the net. That reached by Josh Anderson. Pass the puck to blind to Byron. Byron shoot the puck in front of the net. Tip in front of the net. Missed the net. Maybe hit the post, by the way. Go back now by Montreal. Zuski. Return the puck to Madison. Back to Byron. Byron tip in front of the net by Anderson. The puck bouncing in front of the net. Finally, we go to where the whistle by the goaltender put the puck on the glove. Too good opposite for Montreal Canadiens, and good save by Stobert. Go to reset on the right side. SCR is in the house. Welcome back, SER. Long time we not see you in the house. Buenos noches. Thanks to be with us tonight, everybody. Pierre Martin is knocked the door too. Thanks, everybody. Don't forget, guys, like I mentioned, we click on the likes. Face off the left side, Zuski battle, and finally Chicago win the battle. Patrick Kane try the puck outside zone, intercept par Montreal Canadiens. Hold the puck now. Oh, what a big hit again. Nick Zuski we have some kind of pushing by corner Murphy. Go back behind. We have maybe now Anderson with Murphy. Anderson right there, all over Murphy. Murphy cannot do anything about that. And Anderson, after Zuski got a knockout by McCabe, by Gordon Murphy, Anderson decided to go all the way down, and Murphy could not do anything. What a big win, a W by Josh Anderson over Murphy about that one over there. And if you're a big fan of fight, that's what you like to see. Wow, what a great welcome to the Esta and Manos to Montreal, Columbia and Montreal. Here we go from Columbia, SCR. Suzuki got knocked out very bad on that one there. Hopefully Suzuki is not get hurt about that. Happy Valentine's Day. Mikko Shocks HD is in the house. Thanks to be with us with the Hockey National Show. Awesome. SCR. Go back now on the right side of the island. Suzuki win the battle, win the face-off. Go recover by Montreal Canadiens. Use the board, pass the puck all the way back. We have a power play, guys, for the Chicago Blackhawks. I apologize, I didn't mention that. Power play, the first of the night for the Chicago Blackhawks. Go back now on defensive zone. We're going to remove Jake Allen. Stat right there. We're going to add power play for Chicago, guys. 26. Go back now by Zeb Jones. Hold the puck now at the line. Pass the puck to the board. Intercept by Domi. Domi return the puck to Jones. Return the puck back in front of the net. And intercept by Madison. Madison in front of the Domi. Pass the puck. Montreal. Zuski hold the puck now. Zuski's coming now. To the back. Turn around. And coming back is the Radish pass the puck to Kane. Kane in front of net to Jones. Jones shoot the puck. Allen make a save. Drink. Rebound to the right side. And Allen make another save. Great opportunity for Chicago. Kane intercepts the puck. Kane to the wall. Puck in front of net. Fire puck. Black shot. Miss the net barely to opposite corner. Recovery by Domi. On the left side of Allen. Return puck to the line. Intercept by Montreal Canadiens. And the puck slightly back. John going to find a way to get in front of Suzuki. John return the puck to Kane. Pass the puck to the right side to Domi. Domi now pass the puck behind. Unit number 2 for Chicago's coming on the ice. Armia find a way to get the puck, but not good enough to keep it with him. Go back behind the net. Part of Chicago Blackhawks skating with the puck is going to be 24. Lafferty passed the puck to Kane. Not sure it was Kane, by the way. Go back now to the right side. Pass the puck to the corner. Intercept by Montreal Canadiens. Finally, Athanasiou lose the puck and go to recovery behind by Caleb Jones, the brother of Zed Jones. Caleb Jones. Back came from the Seattle Kraken, by the way. Anyhow, go back to Athanasiou. Athanasiou played with the Los Angeles Kings last season. Before he was, remember, drafted by the Detroit Red Wings. Anyhow, Armia recovery puck. We have Evan Strang went out for the Montreal Canadiens, and the Montreal burned the first power play of the Chicago. Attacking out by the Montreal on the offensive zone by Dadonov. Dadonov right now, he had too many players around. You have too many men on the ice, I believe, for the Chicago Blackhawks. I'm going to get that call over there. And the Montreal Canadiens are going to be on the power play for the first time. They are 29 in NHL, 16.4. The PK is at 75.8 for the Chicago Blackhawks. They are 23rd. This is the first TV timeout for this game tonight. Thanks so much, everybody, to be a part of the show tonight. That's what's happening. Montreal is going to use the power play. It's interesting. Montreal can take advantage of the power play to score the first goal of the night. And that's what we got so far in this game. Again, Montreal Canadiens are 29 now on the power play, 16.4. And since the beginning of the season for the Montreal Canadiens, here's the stat we got for you guys. Steve G knocked the door. Welcome aboard. Thanks to the Hockey Nation also. Let's go Suzuki. Vinny James is in the house. And we have a few people in the house. Chicago, Jerry, thanks so much. Very kind of you. Melissa is back with us. RG Calabro. Y 2, 5, and 10 for Anderson. That's a lot, right? 2 for investigate. But 10 minutes, I don't know why after that. But that's happening. Too many men for them. WST, welcome back with us tonight. We have Dan Asham knock the door. Thanks so much, everybody, to be with us tonight at the Hockey Nation Show. Montreal lose the face-off, going to recovery all the way behind Jake Allen. Go back now to the side, set up by RHP, by the part in front of Zed Jones, set by Zuski, bring part to opposite corner. Go back to Hoffman. Hoffman bring part to Doc, Doc to the wall. Hold the puck now, back to Hoffman. Hoffman change the direction for John, bring to Doc, but Zed Jones intercept the puck, don't put the puck on defensive zone, Montreal Canadiens. We just burned 40 seconds of the power play for the Montreal Canadiens. 0 shot for power play for Montreal. And that will be interesting if they go to recovery and find a way to set up the power play. Go back to the ski, pass the puck now to RHP. Hold the puck now, lose the puck at the last second. Go to recovery in front of the bench. set up the puck now to Madison. Madison have to go back on defensive zone. The puck bouncing back. Chicago intercept the puck. Very bad play by Madison. Now almost a breakaway. Then unit number 2 is coming from Montreal Canadiens. Back now to Barron. Barron's scanning with puck. Barron turned around, changed the direction. Hold back now. We know Anderson play usually on the power play. He's not on the ice on that one. Barron passes the puck now to Drouin. Drouin kick out to opposite corner a little bit too far for Montreal. But hold the puck behind by DANY, bring the puck in front of the net. Turn around by Eilanen. Back to Barron. Barron hold the puck. Back to Barron. Barron passes the puck to the corner. Intercept now to Barron. Barron passes the puck to DANY. DANY to the blind. DANY's coming a little bit more to the wall. DANY looking now, pass the puck, 25 seconds to go remaining on the power play. Back to Drouin. Drouin hold the puck, back to Barron. Barron fire the puck in front of the net. And the but the Montreal Canadiens take the lead. 1-0. Justin Barron, a wrist shot in front of the net. I'm not sure it was tipped, but it'll be interesting to see that. But the Montreal Canadiens guys score. Here we go. Montreal Canadiens take the lead, guys. 1-0. A goal on the power play goal for the Montreal Canadiens. And they take advantage over the Chicago Blackhawks. Justin Barron, I believe, score for the Montreal Canadiens. And that way, the Montreal are 1-0 with 11 minutes to go remaining on this first period between Chicago and the Montreal Canadiens. Goal, Justin Barron. We're going to give you more update the next couple of minutes. The puck now in front of the bench on Montreal. Whiteman don't play a puck behind the goaltender of Chicago Blackhawks. Go back D. Set up now on the left side. John pass the puck. Intercept now by the Chicago Blackhawks. Come in offensive zone. Intercept now on the right side. Radish show the puck. Allen make a save. No rebound. We had just hear the whistle. We're going to reset on the right side. Justin Barron scores second goal of the season on the power play. Take the lead to Montreal Canadiens by the score of 1-0 on the power play goal by the Montreal Canadiens. 1-1, by the way. Barron is second of the season, like I mentioned. Justin Barron, what it changed about is since he came back for the Laval. Assist by Drouin. Oh, Drouin, another assist. That's funny. Drouin get assist. Is that enough? Oh, that enough too. Up. Everybody wants to send that Drouin out of the lineup. Everybody wants to send Drouin because they believe he's not a very good hockey player. But he get point, Jonathan Drouin, if you follow his one Montreal Canadiens. Does not score, but he get assist because he passed the puck very well. Here we go. Pass on the right side. Intercept now by Montreal in front of the net. Turn around on the Chicago Blackhawks. Try to get the puck outside the zone. They're going to get now on reset by the Montreal Canadiens. Pass the puck now at the red line. Don't play the puck by Montreal. Intercept now by Jordan Harris. The puck bouncing to Armia. Pass the puck to Savard. Savard kick out the puck at the blue line. Don't play the puck in the corner. Reset by Savard in front of the net. The puck in front of the goaltending. Nobody can catch it. Recovery by Armia. Draw the puck behind the goaltender of the Chicago. Reset by the Montreal Canadiens. Hold the puck a little bit longer. Keep the puck in the zone. A great play by DANY, I believe. Go back now on the right side. Intercept by Ski. Pass the puck to Savard. Shoot the puck. DANY play on the first line. By the way, that's impressive. Go back now. DANY hold the puck. Pass the puck to opposite corner. Back to Harris. Harris to the wall. Harris to the dot. Harris ran the puck on the board. All the way back to DANY. Bring it by the blind. Hold the puck now. Chicago on breakaway. Here we go. It's going to be Athanasio on breakaway with it. Pass the puck to the puck. And he score. No goal. No goal by the Chicago Blackhawks, Athanasio. And we're going to be reset puck outside the zone. The net get out. Looked like differently. It was no goal by the referee at the beginning of this. After a turnover at the blind for the Montreal Canadiens, we have no goal. We're going to have a whistle about this one for sure. But Justin Barron gave the lead 1-0. We have the TV timeout on that one over there. Thanks so much, everybody, being part of the show tonight. Gary Cournoyer is in the house. Drouin is a power play a specialist. You're absolute about this. For that, Jeffrey is in the house. Welcome aboard. Willie Snyder knocked the door. Thanks so much to be with us tonight. Great point of view. Pierre Martin about the power play for the Montreal Canadiens. We have a face-off now on the neutral zone. Doc versus Lafferty. Shoot the puck by John. The puck go back behind the net. Jake Allen. Kovacevic try to get the puck. Hold the puck. Pass the puck to Doc. Pass the puck and it was intercept by Chicago Blackhawks. But finally going to get out about Doc. Doc pass the puck right away to Hoffman. Back to Doc. Doc's coming on the right side. Shoot the puck. Black shot barely for the goaltender. Go back at the blind by Montreal. Set up now. Hoffman return the puck on the right side. Back to Doc. Doc return the puck to Hoffman. Hoffman now pass on the left corner. Hold the puck. That enough, I believe. That enough to the blind. Back to Whiteman. Back to Kovacevic. Shoot the puck. Black shot. Go back to Kirby Doc. Doc again. Control the puck. Back to Kovacevic. Kovacevic hold the puck on the back end. Bring the puck behind the goaltender. Chasing it out by Hoffman. Intercept by John. Now Montreal try to get a puck. Hoffman that enough. Doc play a solid forechecking on that one there. Finally Chicago lobbed the puck over the head of Dadonov. Go back now on the left side. Intercept by Kovacevic. Go back on defensive zone. Hold the puck because both teams bring new players. A little bit over 8 minutes to go remaining, guys. Chicago 1. Montreal 1, Chicago 0. Justin Barron just scored second goal of the year on the power play, assisted by Dadonov at Drouin. Go back on the left corner to Stauber. Intercept now by Chicago Blackhawks. Armia put some pressure right away there. Armia play with Drouin tonight. And Belzile, I believe, go back on the left corner. Pinch right now by Byron. Return the puck to Belzile. Belzile hold the puck now. Belzile turn around to Drouin. Drouin left side. Go back now to Montreal. Shoot the puck. Block shot by the goaltender Chicago Blackhawks. Going to reset on the left side after a shot of Mike Madison. Madison scored his second goal of the season last Saturday against the New York Islanders. Scored his second goal of the year, but it was a goal-winning game. On the goal refused, guys. Honestly, Athanasiou pushed the puck with the skate at the end after they removed the puck at the net by himself. That's the reason it was disallowed the goal. Go back Montreal. They were win the face-off. Go back on in front of the net. Shoot the puck. Block shot by Chicago to get out of the zone. Madison is on the ice with Barron. Go back behind. Adam play a puck. Pass the puck to Barron in front of Domi. Pass the puck to the wall. Intercept by Montreal in front of the bench. They're going to go reset at the red line. 5 versus 5 now for a little bit. 7 minutes 30 seconds. Go back behind to Madison. Hold the puck now in front of the Radish. Intercept by Chicago. Bring the puck to the corner. Intercept by Drouin. Drouin get the puck zone. Bouncing back to Armia. Armia hold the puck. Armia pass the puck. Try to get a pass to Dvorak. No chance. The puck bouncing back in front of Chicago. Hold the puck all the way back by Madison. Pass the puck behind the net to Dvorak and return the puck to the goal line. Back in front of the net. No chance. Possible Montreal going to get a penalty on that one. Would be interesting. Radish now is coming on offensive zone. Pass the puck to the side. A little bit over the stick and whistle. Pass the puck behind. Allen make a save. No rebound. We just crossed the 7 minutes to go remaining at 6:53 to go on this game. KLS is in the house. Yes, KLS, Patrick King is played tonight. Steve G is in the house. 21 shot by the defenseman this weekend. Many from the blue line for Pierre Martin. Thanks so much for all the likes tonight. We really appreciate to be with the Hockey National show tonight for the Montreal Canadiens. Again, play against the Chicago Blackhawks. New stick for Jake Allen. Another shot for the Montreal, for the Chicago. Jake Allen make a save on his right side. And that's what we got so this moment. Shania is in the house. Welcome aboard. Happy Valentine's Day to you and to everybody in the chat. Go back now to the right side. Tomber le puck par Montreal en transition. Zuski hold the puck. Zuski turn around, lose the puck completely, but recovery by Max Savard. David Savard to the right side. Goaltender. Go back end. Intercept by Zuski. Shoot the puck in front of the net. And intercept by Goaltender. And going to go back on the left side of the right side of goaltender Stauber, the rookie for the Chicago Blackhawks, win his first 3 games since he played in NHL. René in the house, welcome aboard. Mr. René Hendrich is in the house. And then we have a Dawson Sport corner knock the door. Thanks so much, everybody, to be with the Hockey Nation Live show tonight. Montreal attacking now, donc pas bien de net. Zev Jean first one to get out, go on the back end, intercept by HP, pinch by the Montreal, but the puck goes slowly back on defensive zone, reset by the Montreal for the bench. Go back all the way back on defensive zone. Going to reset the break out by Jordan Harris. Harris hold the puck a little bit longer to the blind. Lob the puck over the head of RHP. The puck goes slowly back on the left side. Intercept by Chicago. But pinch by Pinard. Intercept by Belzile. Belzile battle behind the net with Lafreniere. Intercept by Montreal. Bring pas the blind. Kovacevic shoot the puck in front of the net. The block shot. Where Kovacevic coming back. Find a way to shoot the puck. Broken sick for Kovacevic. And now Chicago attacking. Lafreniere is coming in front of Pesada. Don't pay puck in the corner. Chased by Ellenin on the urgency. Ellenin loses track. He loses edge on the last second. Look like he's fine. The puck bouncing back by Jake Allen. The puck go back almost in the net after a bad bouncing puck. Back now on the right left corner. Montreal tried back outside the zone. Finally they did. A lot of the puck definitely in front of the net of Chicago. Play by the goaltender, bring the puck behind the net, ran the puck on the board, and Chicago going to set up now, coming back by Lafreniere, to the puck the right side, no chance. Intercept by Pesada. Finally Murphy back on the ice after he fight with Anderson. Not looking good, Murphy, after he fight with Josh Anderson. Go back behind the net, set up by Kovacevic. 5 minutes to go remaining on this first period. Montreal 1-0. Not many shots on that game so far. Kovacevic hold the puck now with the Montreal double transition. Pass the puck left side to Doc. Doc's coming on transition at the red line. Now hold the puck a little bit more. Down put the puck behind Goaltender. The puck bouncing back on the left side. Pinched by that enough by the Chicago to get the puck. But intercept by Madison. Madison lost his edge. Chicago in the neutral zone. Coming back at 2 versus 1 almost. Go back at the right side. Show the puck. Tip in front of the net. No chance. The puck bouncing back at the blind. Hold by Chicago Blackhawks. Keep control the puck. Pass the puck in front of the net. And Montreal going to find a way to Madison. Madison pass the puck to that enough. No chance. Recovery by Chicago. Lob the puck behind Jake Allen. No icing. Go back behind the net. And Whistle hold the puck now in front of the Mike Madison. Intercept by Savard. Run the puck around the board. Hoffman run the puck to opposite corner. Doc don't put the puck in neutral zone. Now that enough in front of the bench. Hold the puck a little bit longer. Pass the puck by intercept now by the Chicago Blackhawks and go to reset and regroup on defensive zone. Hold the puck a little bit longer. The blue line. Check the back. Puck and McCabe, pass the puck to the side, Domain attacking on the right side, Jake Allen, turn around, hold the puck, bring the puck behind the net, hold the puck now to opposite corner, battle now by Radic. Finally, Montreal going to find a way to get out by DUARTE. Now the puck, we have a whistle, and going to get that penalty over there for interference. That was the call. We're going to recover all the way back on the neutral zone, I believe. Anyhow, we have a TV timeout. Here we go. It was Luciano Graziano with the trompetist, the trumpet. We have a few people in the house. We'll see what happened here. Go Habs, go. Thank you, RJ. Thanks so much for that one over there, everybody. CG. We'll go around the league, guys. We have only one more game in action right now. The Washington Capitals with 7 minutes to go remaining on the first period. 6-0-0 against the Carolina Hurricane. And the Islanders 0-0. The game just starting right now. And then the Blue Jacket, all the Devils going to start. 9 games in the program tonight. We'll give you the best that we can with RG. All the update you need to know what's going on around the ice. Laura Saint-Pierre. Allô, Laura Saint-Pierre. Merci d'être avec nous ce soir. Don't forget, if you are new, to click on the likes and subscribe to the Hockey Nation Live Show. If you are back, welcome back in the family. We thank to be with the house tonight at the Hockey Nation Live Show. Armia, 2 minutes for interference. Really bad play by Joan Armia, honestly. Ouch. Power play Chicago, second of the night. They have only 1 shot on the first power play for them. Montreal Canadiens are going to be on the PK. Suzuki face to Domi at the right side, Jake Allen. 3:43 to go remaining on the first period. 5 shots for both teams. Winning went out by Suzuki. And Madison ran the puck on the board. The puck all back on defensive zone. First icing for the Montreal Canadiens. Now we know Chicago guys are the bottom of the ranking, and NHL with Columbus, Zeljon at the blue line. Draw the puck back, intercept now by Johnson, kick out the puck on the right side, control the puck in front of the net by John to get Radish, show the puck overhead of the AL Allen. Montreal icing the puck for the second time. They just burned 30 seconds. Go back now behind by John, attacking now. The big 6'4" John, draft by the Nashville Predator, 4 overall pick. Back to Johnson, kick out the puck to Domi. Domi now, the right side, Jake Allen, pass the puck in front of the net. Controlled by Kane, I believe, at the blind. Patrick Kane hold the puck now. Kane at the top, pass the puck in front of the net to Domi. Domi on the left side, Johnson, show the puck, block shot by Allen, the puck bouncing back. Doc, dump the puck, a little bit out of the controlling by the Jeff John, going to reset on neutral zone, going to regroup all the way back on defensive zone to set up the breakout. John to the blue line, at the red line, draw the puck back, intercept now by Montreal, the puck bouncing back to Patrick Kane. Not much energetic by the Chicago Blackhawks, and by Kane and John, they look like they are tired already. Go back from Montreal Canadiens, hold the puck behind the goaltender, hold the puck, hold it back, recover the puck at blind, the puck bouncing back in the defensive zone. Montreal hold the puck a little bit longer, pass the puck, a very bad play by Montreal. Finally, get the puck to Belzile. Belzile attacking now, shoot the puck on the opposite corner, chasing out by Montreal Peseda, hold the puck, but finally Chicago try the puck outside the zone. Finally, they get a great patch checking by Belzile. Montreal loud the puck again, chasing by Peseda in front of Caleb John. Go back to the opposite corner and go back by Chicago, return the puck behind Goaltender with 10 seconds to go remaining and less than 2 minutes to go at the first period. Go back now by Chicago, attacking on the left side, Jacali. Antanasio with speed, bring the puck in front of the net. No chance, but the puck bouncing back on the left side of Jake Allen. Chicago still controlling the puck, bring pas the blind. Intercept by Joel Armia, get out the penalty box, man attacking. 3 versus 2, kick out to Pesada. Pass the puck back, the puck go outside the zone. Montreal don't pay puck by Whiteman. The puck in front of Ben of Chicago. And look like the puck is out of the play. I'm going to recover by we're going to reset the break, the face-up in front of Montreal Canadiens. 90 seconds to go remaining on this first period. Welcome in our tap. Thanks for being with the Hockey Nation show tonight. Don't forget, guys, click on the likes. That'd be great if you can do that. 71 people, only 40. Go back now by Chicago Blackhawks. Hold the puck behind. Evan Strong from Montreal Canadiens. Only 1 shot on the power play for Chicago. The second attempt tonight, 0-2 so far. Go back behind the net. A battle with behind Jake Allen. Intercept by Savard. Pass the puck. Recovery by Siski. Pass the puck to Barron. Back over the head, over the stick of the Dwayne. Recovery on defensive zone by Jack Johnson. Pass the puck to the D. Hold the puck by Murphy. Murphy skating with puck, waiting right now. The mutation between D for Chicago. Going to set up less than 1 minute to go remaining. Johnson return the puck all back on defensive zone. Waiting right now to set up the breakout. Chicago double swing again. And Johnson hold the puck, pass the puck neutral zone behind the net of the Montreal Canadiens. Chasing out by that and up. We have a nice scene, a very bad play by Chicago, honestly. And that's what we got so far. 31.1 seconds to go remaining on this first period between Chicago and the Montreal Canadiens. Kelly in the house. Happy Valentine's Day, Kelly. Adam Barnes knocked the door. That's great to hear that. That's what we are. Jackson Stauber. Wait for the puck drop on the left side. Domi and Kirby Doc winning by Domi. Pass the puck to Johnson. Bring the puck on the board. Pinch by the Montreal Canadiens. Madison. The puck sliding back at the blind. Hold the puck by Kirby Doc. Pass the puck to Madison. Madison set up. Fire puck. Bird make a save. Madison tried to go in the 5-hole. And he was alone. And Madison not very happy about that shot. He know better. He should bring the puck top shell. Top corner or top shell. But did not work. Face off on the left side of Stauber. Here we go. Waiting right now for the puck drop on the left side. Doc versus this time I don't know who it was. I apologize. Go back now by Chicago. Win the face-off. Doc lose again is face-off. Recovery now. Chicago is coming out. Possibly Montreal get a penalty on that one. No penalty. Hoffman pass the puck now to Madison. We have 7 to go. Pass the puck to Hoffman. Hoffman attacking now. Possibly offside the blind. That would be the call about this. Hoffman not very happy about that. And Doc lost his 2 face-off at the last second. Not very good. Finish terminal. El primer tempo. There you go. Face off in front of the net, in front of the neutral zone. Here we go. The first period, guys, is over in Montreal Canadiens tonight. And we have only 1 goal. This goal came from Justin Barron, second goal of the year on the power play goal, assisted by Jonathan Drouin and Evgeny Dadonov. And after 1 period, 1-0 at 8:38, 6 shots for both teams. That's it. That's all, guys. Very quiet period. As 2 power play for Chicago, 0-2, and Montreal is 1-1. This is a resume of the first period. Thanks to be with us. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. Here we go. We're going to give you a little bit of information. We forgot to mention to you, Josh Anderson fight Murphy at the beginning of the game. I got a 2 minute, 5 minute, and 10 minute for Anderson. Anderson did not appreciate the body check of the Murphy on the Suzuki. I apologize for that one over there. Give you an update about the stat. Coach joue bien ce soir, Dadonov, yeah, mais a toujours une seconde le retard for Zef. Coach Johnny F is in the house. Always a pleasure. Good evening. View from sideline. Thanks so much, Johnny, to be with the Hockey Nation Live Show. Thank you so much, everybody, to be with us. Reggie knocked the door from Vancouver Island. Welcome back, Reggie. The Hurricane take the lead 1-0. The Burns score is 11 of the season, and Islanders Senator 0-0 at the beginning, and the Blue Jacket Devil is 0-0 then over there. So far so good on the prediction. Coach, do you think the Carlson Hurricane, do you think Carlson has the tools to be a top pairing defenseman? You talk about Leo Carlson. He's not a defenseman. A king. Leo Carlson is he played winger and he played center. Big guy, 6'3", very shifty, great hands, so he could become a top first line in any team. The best player he can become in NHL is Matt Sudden. But on the flip side, he can become, a Timo Meier, a Jack Hughes in NHL. That's why I would be said to you about his ceiling about Carlson. But really, really good hockey player. You should, everybody, if Montreal pick him up, it would be really interesting. It's better to ski Goaltender. How shifty he is. We have a first super chat tonight. We want to thank Mr. Reggie for the super chat. Super chat, River, chap. Thanks, Reggie. Super chat, Reggie. Hype, Mr. Reggie. Thanks so much for your super chat tonight at the Hockey Nation Live Show. Very kind of you about that. Here we go. We're going to see what we had in the chat. King Odessa, RJ Givassas, Pierre Martin Craigdown de Instagram. They should. It was a clean hit. More big game tonight for the Avalanche. I'm going to bring this down. Here, we are absolutely Yamo about the Colorado and the Thanks so much, Steve. My bad. Was thinking of another name on my head, but yes, Leo Carlson. Yep, another problem, King. That's all right. That's why I try to be here to helping everybody. But Luc Perrault is in the house. Has no speed. He'll let himself slip. He just think about making passer. But he does very well. He has like 9 points in the last 10 games for Jonathan Drouin. If you prefer Pesada, or you prefer Pitlick, maybe all faster, but who produces more, Drouin or Pesada or Pitlick? Drouin play on the 4-line, by the way. But really good on the power play unit. Again, like I said, fans from Montreal does not like Jonathan Drouin. So that's okay. But he is a number 3 forward in the last 3 years with the Montreal Canadiens have the most point per game. But it's not good enough for the people like him. So the people are going to send another French Canadian out of the lineup to prefer to have a Mike Pesada, to get a Ren Pitlick, to get Jake Evans, to get Joel Armia. And it is what it is in Montreal. But again, that's not a matter for me, but I just want to sharing where the player produce, but we look about what it does not do good. You see, you have a glass, all right? And the glass is halfway. Do you see the glass half full, or do you see the glass half empty? That's the same thing with Drouin. Do you see Drouin produce, or do you see Drouin where he does not do well? And that's the case. That's, it is what it is. The Washington tied the game 1-1. Oshie score to get the game 1-1 between both teams about that. But I can understand. I have no problem. The fans like him or not like him. For sure. I have no problem with that part of that. Pierre Martin, thanks so much. Ray Gigard in the house. Ray, long time we did not see you.
Oh my God!
Thanks so much, Ray, to be with the Hockey Nation Live show, like Luc Perrault. You're absolutely right, Yamo, about Anderson. He has some love with Murphy on the first fight between both teams. Very nice about this. Let's put on the jet in the second period. Go Habs, go Gary Cournoyer. François Pitt knocked the door. Okay, nobody mad about the Doc trade, I guess. You're absolutely right about this. Romanov 13 overall pick. And we don't talk too much about Romanov anymore. Johnny F. I would all-start won the keeper Crawford a couple years ago. I don't sign Panarin full probably misspelling. Larry Lavallée back in the house. Thanks so much, Larry. Murphy always hit hard. Go Habs, go. Brother is at the game tonight. Glad to hear that. How you would class Mikhail Kuliev? But it's really interesting. Plus, Kuliev. Some people put him about 10 to 12, 13. Some went to put him on 20 to 24. Great defenseman, great speed, great offensive oriented. But again, Sadin Belika, Simachev, he may be in front of him. I'm worried about him to be a little bit another Yarov or the another Russian like Daniel Butt is a little bit one. I think they would be a little bit push him back about 20 and on the initial draft next year about Kuliev. And I was, the reason because it's sure the Russian players, but he's a great defenseman for sure. Quelques raisons when it is a writ. And then CSR want to learn skating, hockey. Skating. Drouin is doing good. His last game. Don't expect a goal from Drouin. François Pitre. About that. And then our full Steve G. Alexandre Drouin est passing machine. He continued his good straight before he was injured. You're absolutely right about this, Alexandre. It's another one we don't mention. Look, he was right about his injury prone, obviously, but yes. Oshie just started the game. You're absolutely right, Kelly. Thanks so much for sharing with us. And then Chicago not very happy. Could be that trade was highway robbery. Nothing again the Romanov, but Doc has completely turned this game around with Montreal. You have to give credit for the development for the Montreal, the coaching staff over there. But you're absolutely right. He's looking great. Since Maniski get up quick one, he get hit. You're absolutely right, Marco, about this. Welcome aboard, Marco, co-host of the HABS Daily News. HABS branch your Sunday rendezvous every Sunday morning, guys. We invite you to join Marco live at 11 o'clock a.m. We're going to take a break here, guys. We'll be back shortly before the second period start. Thank you so much to be with us. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. I appreciate it. Yeah, that trade look bad for Chicago. Coach Nazar, I'll put hope he comes back to play soon. He'll come back. Yeah, he played last weekend. He scored for the Michigan. Nazar is going to be a great hockey player in NHL. But I don't see Doc is a steal because he did not make 80 points per year, right? I always said we have to see it again. His percentage face-off is about 44% right now. It's not excellent. They have a lot of things to work on it. And then the 13th overall pick for Chicago is Nazar. And I think he's going to be a great hockey player now. Who's going to have a better career? We don't know yet for that one. Hello, everyone. John Nicholson, directly from the jail. Welcome back, John. Thanks for us. You're welcome, SCR. About this, Drouin is sick, is rising. The app stock exchange is on fire. We'll be interested if they can do this, that direction. But everything is possible.
You made my day.
We'll be right back, guys. Don't go nowhere. Thanks so much, everybody. All the moderators to be with us tonight.
You made my day. You made my day. You made my day. Princess of mine, what have I done to deserve your royal time? 'Cause when you chose me, a simple man, you just made my day. You 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 made my day. I was just another guy. I thought I knew, but I guess love is blind. 'Cause when you chose me, a simple man, you just made my day. You 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 just made my day. You 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 made my day. Oh, day. Oh.
Here we go. We are back in the house. The second pair is going to start very soon at the Bell Center. It's 1-0 Montreal Canadiens. Montreal Canadiens scored by Justin Barron, his second of the season on the power play. Power play Montreal looking a little bit better, by the way. 1-1, 20 minutes ago, 20 minutes done at the Washington Capitals. Islanders 0-0 at 6 minutes to go remaining. The Devils take the lead 1-0. Sharakanvich scored his 12th of the season. The big 6-2 for the Devils. 8 o'clock, 2-game start. The Blues host the Panthers and the Jet host the Seattle Kraken. 8:30, Dallas Stars host the Boston Bruins. 9 o'clock, Avalanche host the Lightning. 10:30, late game of the night, the Sharks host the Pittsburgh Penguins. That's what we got on the program tonight at the Hockey Nation Live Show. Thanks again to join us tonight. RG Calabro with all the information on the chat. Coach, what do you see Montreal doing with the Florida pick? Will they choose a prospect or package it for a deal? No, they will do a prospect king about that. Somebody's wrong with the look, coach. You are agree with him too much about this. The young club with many missing pieces are sure playing great. Kelly about the Montreal Canadiens. I don't see Montreal pick up trade the pick of Montreal. I will say to you because the draft pick guy is really, really good. So if you are picking number 16 and you want to drop 12 or 11, they have no friends. The players are similar. It's like the talent skill is so good. Like Montreal Canadiens, if ever they pick 6, 7, 8, they are all same quality players from 5 to 12, 13, 15. You're not going to make any mistake. They are good hockey players. It could be Devoski, Will Smith, Barlow, Benson, Sally, whatever who they are, Leonard, Moore. We talked about defensemen earlier. At the end, and the next 5 years, some players going to have a better career in hockey. But the miss the target is not going to be happening. Secondly, everybody's going to hit at least a double as you pick 5 to 12. That's my prediction on that draft. So I think it will be interesting about that. The Torelli is in the house. Let's go back in the house. I welcome Mr. Torelli. Thanks to be with the Hockey Nation Live Show. Good evening, Luke. Thanks to be with the Hockey Nation Live Show. Now, SCR guy would be us for the last 3 years. He's from Colombia, love hockey, love the Montreal Canadiens, and that's why he is. SCR sad if he's out, but it is what it is at the end. It is. What is the package Lafleur pick for a blue chip prospect that's more established in AHL? But I don't know why you going to get that way over there when you have a chance to pick top 16 in NHL. You know? Now, they did with Doc last year. You have to figure out which player in NHL can do this, which team can do that. I'm not sure, but it would be interesting. Here we go. Go back behind the net. Set up now by Chicago Blackhawks. All the puck now in front of the net. They're going to start the second pair, like I mentioned. Go back on the right side of the Jake Allen. Intercept par Montreal Canadiens. And Montreal tombe the puck in neutral zone. Return the puck now to Whiteman on the left side of the goaltender. Right side goaltender by Jonathan Drouin. Pinch by the Montreal. Keep the puck in the zone. And they go back outside the zone by Chicago in front of the bench. Go back on the left side of the Jake Allen. Shoot the puck. Allen make a save. No rebound. Going to reset now on the left side of the Jake Allen. 457 game, 75 goal, 196 minutes, 81. Is that supposed to be good stat, coach? Missed one of the game. Not bad. If you think about, almost like what, 200 points, I give him about 0.5. And never consider is a salary cap, right? 5.5, because if you're focusing only on the money, Austin Matthews, $11.5 million per year is a what? 27 goal. Is it good enough? I don't know. Like, DeBrincat, with what? How many goals he has? Is it good enough? Because you're never going to, the salary cap, how many percentage of every players win those kind of salary cap? They join. Jacob Markstrom, $6 million. Is it worth it? We can go like that, right? Mike Hoffman, is it worth it? For me, it's about what he bring on the table. Whatever he has, $2 million, $5 million, can he produce for the Montreal? Anyhow, go back in front of the bench, in front of the net of Jake Allen. Chicago hold the puck at the blue line. Pass the puck, DDD. Slap by Johnson. Pass the puck to the right side. Hold by Johnson. Return the puck to Odo Johnson. Pass the puck to the right side of the Jake Allen. Pass Chicago hold the puck to the board. And Montreal try to get puck outside the zone. Finally, they did. Coming now in front of the bench of Montreal. Montreal try to go back inside the zone. Hold the puck now. Pass the puck to the board. Ziski shoot the puck on the left side. Packing up by Savard. Savard behind the net. Hold the puck. Bring the puck to Ziski. Ziski at the wall. Ziski return the puck behind the net. A little bit too far from the Islander, I believe. We go back to opposite corner, back to Ski. Ski pass the puck to goal line, back in front of net to Ski. Ski now is coming, pass the puck back to Justin Barron. Barron at the blind, pass the puck to Savard. Savard walking the wall. Savard's coming out the left corner of the goaltender, pass the puck to opposite corner, chasing by Chicago Blackhawks, recovering the puck to Barron, return the puck behind goaltending, hold it back behind the net, chasing by Johnson, return the puck to the D. Go back DDD, set up now. Long search by neutral zone, bench by the Chicago Blackhawks. No icing, back intercept by Jake Allen behind the net. And play the puck now, pass the puck to opposite corner, intercept by Blackwell. No chance. The puck go outside the zone. In front of the bench, John pass the puck to Lafferty. Lafferty in front of Madison, pass the puck in the corner. Hold the puck in front of Blackwell. Finally, the puck go out by Kirby Dak. Pass the puck now on the right side. Controlling by Montreal. C'est that enough. Pass the puck in front of the net. And finally, the goaltender of Chicago put the puck, the glove on the goalie over the puck. And go be a whistle. That gave Montreal Canadiens the 7th shot of the night. Go back behind the net by Madison, behind Jake Allen, chased by Blackwell. The puck slightly back in front of the net, in front of the bench of the Chicago. Intercept by Hoffman. Return the puck now. Chicago intercept. Go back to John. Go back D2D. Regroup defensive zone. Pass the puck to Atanasio. Scaling the puck and offensive zone. Shoot the puck. Hit the stick of Barron. The puck go all the way out of the play. We're going to reset on the right side. Jake Allen. Only 7 shots for both teams tonight so far. Since the beginning of this game. I'm very interested in maybe looking at Caden Price, and the draft is also the youngest prospect in the draft, I think. But Caden Price, look, is going to be considered to be at the bottom of the third tier of the NHL draft, first round. Belzile went out in front of the Domi and go back on the right side. Jake Allen drop puck, winning par the Montreal Canadiens. Go back at the blue line par Chicago Blackhawks. Return the puck behind the net. We have a battle on the right side par Radish. Shoot the puck at the blue line. Tip in front of the net. No block shot par Montreal. Go back on the right side. Chicago for win the battle. Shoot the puck. Johnson shoot. Montreal make a save. Par the goaltender Jake Allen going to reset on the right side. Jake Allen. Montreal right now. Not much what's going on. Don't give any chance in front of the net. I like the way Montreal play against Chicago so far. They have a shot a little bit, only 8, but Montreal really cover the front nets on the right. We have a face-off now between Belzile and Whistle. Winning went out by Chicago, but the puck go all the way back outside the zone. Chasing went out by McCabe. McCabe behind the net with shoulder check, pass the puck to the corner, chase by Pesera. The puck go back on defensive zone. Montreal Canadiens go to recovery. Belzile pass the puck to Savard. DDD back to Harris, I believe. Harris back to Savard. Savard punching back a little bit too far for him. Pinch the puck and turn around. The puck stay in the zone for Chicago. Hold the puck Savard. Pass the puck a little bit too far for Harris. Go to recovery. Pass the puck back to Savard. Savard pass the puck in front of the net, in front of the bench. Montreal attacking now. I don't know if it was Belzile or Armia. Shoot the puck and save it by the goaltender. Stobart. Go to the face-off on the right side. A little bit more face-off. Whistle at the beginning of the second period between Montreal and Chicago Blackhawks. Montreal 1 and Chicago 0. Justin Barron scored the only goal for the Montreal Canadiens so far and tonight. Have a good night, Melissa. Go back on the left side. Go winning by the Montreal Canadiens. Set up now on the right side by Kovacevic. Show the puck in front of the net. Bunching the puck behind. And go back on the right side of Montreal Canadiens. Set up now the blue line. The puck bouncing back out. Recovery by Whiteman. Whiteman hold the puck more. Looking past to Kovacevic. Both all right defensemen. Go back now. Kovacevic hold the puck. Turn around again in front of Jake Allen. Don't like what you see in front of him. Pass the puck. Return puck to Barry, to Kovacevic, to Whiteman, to back to Wiley, to Armia. Armia pass the puck, a little bit too far for him to recover the puck. Jason went out by Johnson behind the net. Go back now. Armia is going to get another power play for the Chicago Blackhawks. Armia for the second time tonight, go on the penalty box, and that way, the Chicago take the Armia. Don't have a very good game so far tonight. But Kane cannot wait to get out the Chicago. Savard is good, but way too slow because we have to trade him soon. I don't know. Like I said yesterday on my video, who is going to be the leader of the defenseman? Who's going to cover the leadership on the ice if you don't have Edmondson, Savard? Montreal have a lack of leadership in the locker room already. So you trade players, guys. You have to have a mix of veterans and young players. You cannot have like 65% or 70% of your team below 26 years old. You need leadership. Look, the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Perry, the Maroon. They bring some kind of leadership. And Montreal don't have those kind of players. And one of them is David Savard. So if you trade David Savard, who's going to get that kind of leadership? Who's going to talk to the players on the bench? Like, that's what David Savard does. Not only on the ice, but on the bench. He talked to them. He teach them. He took them at the practice, and he played a solid role. For me, I don't know. At $3.5 million is really cheap for what he brings on the Montreal Canadiens this season. And our power play for the Chicago Blackhawks. The puck stuck on the left side, Jake Allen. Madison battle over the puck with Radish. Finally, pass the puck to Ski. Pass the puck now to Montreal. Anderson's coming out. Anderson looking. Anderson fire the puck. Hit the stick and go out of the play after Anderson was waiting for Ziski to come back on the right side. But great play. Anderson back on the ice finally after he got a 17-minute of penalty at the first period. Here we go. 3 penalty or Armia already 2 and 2 game for Danov is on fire. Another minute penalty. But again, we get there. Chicago, I can wait until we stop talking about Chicago. What a boring game tonight, Ellen. Yeah, not very good so far. The on the net is worked at the first. Go back now. Don't pay the puck by the Chicago Blackhawks on the power play. Allen used the board. Allen put the puck out of the play. Not a very good, smart play by Jake Allen on that one over there. And power play again. What a stupid, I'm sorry to say that, but this is a 101 hockey from Jake Allen. Unbelievable mistake from the Montreal, the goaltender, Jake Allen. Send the puck straight in the crowd. Unbelievable. Here we go. And then you have two bottom team. Presque. David Savard is a role model. Luc Lafortune, welcome aboard. Thanks to be with us. But the slow is signed for 2 more games at max. You could have a fast skater. And someone else come out to push on himself. Gary Cournoyer. Jake. Allen Dele a game over the board. Over out. They go back now by Chicago. Hold the puck on the board. Pass the puck to the line. Back to Patrick Kane. Kane hold the puck now at the wall. Back to John. John back to Domi. Fire the puck. Miss the net. Back on to Kane. Shoot the puck in front of the net. Saved by Allen. I believe it. What a save. Go back now by Domi. We still 35-second power play on 5 vs 3. Back to Kane in front of the back door. Shoot the puck. Black shot by Danezio. And finally, Montreal lobbed the puck all the way back on defensive zone. Great play by the Montreal Canadiens. But now by Zuski. Return the puck deep in the zone. 20 seconds to go. Can Montreal resist on the power play? Chicago Blackhawks. Chicago are 18.5. Chicago on the power play. Kane hold the puck now. Kane go back at the blind. Kane's coming out the right side. Jake Allen. Kane's coming out. Hold the puck on the back door. The puck bouncing back by John. Montreal's going to be 5 vs 4. They finally get that one there. Long stretch pass now to Armia. Armia was not ready to get out the box. Go back now by Montreal. Icing the puck with 50 seconds to go remaining on this power play. Chicago shot 1 time during that power play. Anyhow, go back now by Athanasio. Return the puck back. Now it's coming with speed. Hold the puck, kick out the puck to the line. Win the puck by Kane, I believe. And Montreal put some pressure on the left side. Hold the puck and don't play the puck again. All the way back on defensive zone. Intercept by Goaltender. Going to reset with 25 seconds to go remaining. Go back by Caleb John. John skate with puck at the blind. Kick out the puck on the right side. Chicago attacking now on the opposite corner. Bring it puck to Caleb John. John to the blue line. Skate with the puck in the middle. Hold the puck. Pass the puck to opposite corner. Hold the puck now to the wall. Is Athanasio, I believe, with Kane. Go back now to John. John set up. Pass the puck to the right side. Attacking now on the back door. Hold the puck now by Chicago. We are even strong 5 vs 5. Montreal hold the puck right there. Doc, don't put the puck outside the zone. Recovery right now. Chicago, don't put the puck behind the net. Or Jake Allen. Montreal resist guys on the power play 5 vs 3. Good things that, but still only 1-0. Kovacevic now wait for the new players coming. Kovacevic now hold the puck behind Jake Allen. We have right now a little bit 12 minutes to go remaining on the second period. Still 1-0 Montreal. The puck bouncing back by Hoffman. Hoffman intercepted now by Blackwood, but Hoffman intercepted the puck again. Hoffman to the left side corner. Now Hoffman bring the puck to the blue line. Hit the referee. Unfortunately, the puck bouncing back by Chicago. Blackwood pass the puck to Keja. Bring the puck to the corner. Chasing up by Montreal Canadiens. Whiteman hit solidly Johnson. 4 line for the Montreal, for the Chicago. Barron don't play the puck. Reset by Johnson. Johnson passes the puck to Blackwell. The backwell in front of Jake Allen. The puck bouncing back with Madison. But I don't know with Blackwell on the right side. Jake Allen passes the puck to the line. The puck go outside the zone. Recovered by Montreal. Justin Barron in front of the bench of the Chicago Blackhawks. Turn around by Chicago. Go back on the defensive zone. Chased by Barron. Intercept now by Montreal Canadiens. I think it's that enough. On the left side, Jake Allen. That enough pass the puck to Belzile. Belzile attacking now in front of the bench. Belzile attacking offensive zone. On the right side, Goaltender change the direction. Belzile to corner. Bring the blind. Shoot the puck. Madison missed the net completely. Recovery at the blind by Savard. Savard pass the puck to the right side. Hold by now by RHP. I believe back to Savard. Shoot the puck. Miss the net. The puck bouncing back. Intercept by Chicago. Get out of the zone. Attacking now. Find the puck on the back door. Great stick by Savard. Intercept the puck. Go back now on the right side. To Belzile, return the puck to Savard. Savard pass the puck right the way to the side. Attacking now by Jordan Harris, I believe. Yeah, Madison should have puck, missed the net completely. The puck going outside the zone. And Chicago going to find a way to get a puck by Adanazo in front of Jake Allen. Go with puck by Allen. Jake Allen intercept the puck, hold by the Montreal Canadiens, try to get a puck outside the zone. Pass the puck in front of the bench of the Chicago. Hold the puck right out by Belzile. Hold the puck on the back door. Pass the puck right away back to Allen, back to Savard. Savard now hold the puck a little bit longer. Montreal going to have new players coming on the ice. Intercept by McCabe behind the goaltending the Chicago. Hold the puck, icing the puck Chicago. The puck bouncing back to Jake Allen. No icing. Go back behind the net by Kovacevic. 10 to go remaining a second period. We just had going to hit the halfway of this game. 1-0 Chicago and Montreal. Just keep behind the puck outside. We have a dead offside icing. We have a offside at the line by Montreal Canadiens. We have a TV timeout at the same time. That's what we got tonight. Here we go. Yeah, it's happened sometime, Helen. I think I have some kind of change from the bench. That's what happening, unfortunately, for this. But if you think about this game, guys, not many things happening here. Like Helen said earlier, this game is not excited, very boring. Execution is not there. After we're always looking for the first pass. The first pass is really where to put the transition, but nothing happening there. They have only guys 19 shot at the halfway. So just give you an idea. It's two teams right now at the bottom, NHL, and the lack of the skill, talent show up right now. Go about go. Is a perfect Dubasinian, Danny. Here we go. We're going to get what's going on around the league, guys. Around 2-2. Carolina Hurricane 2-2. Paul Sashi score for them. But the Capitals tied the game one after that. And then 0-0 Islanders after 1 minute. After 20 minutes. Finally, the Blue Jacket tied the game. Johnny Gaudreau score to tie the game 1-1. The Blues 0-0. The Jets 0-0. 6 game in action already. And NHL, the Montreal won the face-off. Pass the puck on the right side in front of the net. Go back. We just crossed the halfway of this game, guys. Between Chicago and Montreal. Go back on the left corner of the behind the net. Anderson then get the puck. Johnson try puck outside the zone. Pass the puck. Intercept by Ziski. Return the puck on the left side. Chasing by Pinal. Intercept by Ziski. Shoot the puck. Blue shot. He missed the net, or I don't know. The goalie looked behind him. He lost the track of the puck. Ziski ran out. Control puck in the left corner. Pass the puck to Pinal. Intercept by Chicago. Going to get out of the zone. Chicago attacking now. The puck bouncing back on the right side. Jake Allen. The first one to get Chicago. Pass the puck to the corner. Radish. Pass the puck to the opposite on the same corner. The ball ran out with pinch by McCabe with Anderson. Ball now way back behind the net to opposite corner. Puck bouncing back to the blind. Chicago hold the puck now. Bring the puck behind the net. Jake Allen. Run the puck around. Ball for the Montreal Canadiens. First one to get us Montreal. Now pass the puck, intercept by Chicago. A very bad play by Montreal again by Mike Madison. Shoot the puck in front of the net. Hadden battle for the puck. A rebound. Chicago make a save. Another rebound. Hadden missed the net by the Chicago Blackhawks. This is the first opportunity for Chicago tonight. And Hadden resists on that one. This is key. Try to go back a deep zone. Go to back recovery behind the net by the Chicago and Whistle. Go back now to McCabe. Pass the puck to John. Return the puck now for Chicago. Blackwell hold the puck. Blackwell coming left side. Jacqueline shoot the puck. Miss the net belly. Go back bouncing back the puck outside zone. Chased by the Montreal Canadiens. Intercept now by DUARTE. No chance. Recovered by John. Long stretch pass in front of the bench of Chicago. The puck is sliding back behind Jake Allen. First one to get there is Chris Whiteman. Ran the puck to the board. Back to DUARTE. DUARTE return the puck behind. Going to recover by Montreal. Whiteman. Whiteman scanning the puck. Chasing by Chicago Blackhawks. Whiteman pass the puck to DUARTE. And it was on. Pass the puck to the side. Montreal in a breakaway. Armia shoot the puck. Make save by Stobert. Again, Armia cannot put the puck in the net. good opportunity for the Chicago back for the Montreal Canadiens after a transition between Whiteman and DUARTE, and that's gave Montreal 10 shot on the net tonight. With every time out we got so far. And then Kavasov is playing on the third pair with Whiteman. He's playing on the left defenseman. That's not helping him. Like anybody else, a lot of people are quiet tonight for the Montreal Canadiens. And but he does not have a bad game so far. That's what we got there. Yeah, on breakaway. Can I put the pocket over the glove of the goaltending? Allen make a big save a few minutes ago for the Montreal Canadiens. Face off now on the left side of Chicago, winning by Chicago. Johnson hold the puck, pass the puck to the board. Long stretch pass to Athanasio. Kane, I'm not sure it's 89 or 88. It was 83. Go back now. Montreal attacking on the right side. Hold the puck by Hoffman. Don't play pas bien goaltending. Chassé par Kubidak. Dadonov battle of the puck. Winning by Chicago. Win the puck on the board. Bounce it back all the way back on Montreal. Possible an icing. No. Go hit Jake Allen. Go back now by Savard behind the net. Now Athanasio in front of Jake Allen with 7:35 to go remaining on this second period. 1-0 Montreal. Pass the puck to the board. The puck bouncing back. Montreal hold the puck now. Montreal keep the puck, controlling the puck. And Montreal pass the puck. Recovered by Montreal at the corner. Hold the puck now by Dadonov. Go back on the blind. Dadonov, Hoffman rim the puck on the board. Pass to Doc. Doc got hit behind the net. Hold the puck a little bit with Murphy. We have Dadonov join the party. Doc control the puck behind the net. Great play by Doc. Go back on the corner. Chicago find a way to get out of the zone, but Hoffman makes some kind of interference. But finally, Domi can pass the puck to Johnson. And Johnson down the puck on defensive zone. Hold back behind Allen. We have a nice thing by the Chicago Blackhawks with 7 minutes to go remaining on this period. Face up on the left side of goaltender of Chicago. Domi face to Nick Ziski. And we have RHP Anderson on the eye for the Montreal Canadiens, winning by Montreal. Go back to Anderson, draw the puck to Barron, pass the puck now to RHP, back to Anderson, fire the puck and miss the net, recovered by Ziski, chasing out by Ziski, bring the puck, and definitely Chicago get out of the zone. I think Patrick Kane hold the puck now on the left side, Jake Allen, pass the puck, Allen make a save with the glove, no rebound, Kane in front of the net, go to a set on the left side of Jake Allen. And that's what we got so far. Go back now. Winning by no, it was a face. It was a play. Here we go. Chicago win the face-off. Shoot the puck to the left side. Winning by John. And a save by Allen. The puck bouncing back behind the net. Recovery to the right side. Shoot the puck. Miss the net by Chicago. The puck bouncing back. All the way back by John. Go back. Didi set by John. Brother John on the ice for Chicago. Battle with RHP, recovery by Reddish, ran the puck all the way back, but nobody was at the blue line for Chicago. The puck bouncing back on defensive zone of the Blackhawks, set up by Caleb Jones, pass the puck to Zep brother Zep at the blue line, kick out the puck now to and Whistle coming back in offensive zone, pass the puck behind Jones, intercept by Montreal, the puck bouncing back to Allen, and then go back to Barron, but Chicago win the battle, back the puck in front of the net, the puck bouncing back on DDD, set up by Jones, Sean should have in front of the net, black shot, we have a penalty, I believe, for ice sick for the Chicago, and Montreal for the second time are going to be on the power play tonight, and we have 2 minutes, I believe, for Chicago, and Montreal on the power play for the second time of the night. I think so much, Tonelli. It's Allen is between the pipe for the Montreal Canadiens. Russell Smith is in the house. Russell, welcome aboard. Thanks for being with us. Don't forget to click on the like to start the show. Look like the St. Louis Blues take the lead 1-0 over the Chicago Panthers. We'll see what we have around the league, guys. A little bit reset. Halfway of the game at Washington 2, Carolina 2. Stastny and Burns for Carolina. Oshie and Steve Lee for Washington. We have 0-0 Islander Senator. The Devils won, the Blue Jackets won. Sharakovich for the Devils. Goodrow for Blue Jackets. The Blues 1-0 over the Panthers. Tony Crook score 0-0 the Jet Kraken. That's what got 6 games in action. We'll give you all the information with RJ and the chat, guys. Thanks so much, RJ, to give us those information. We have a TV timeout, and Montreal Canadiens are going to be on the play for the second time tonight. We know the score. On the first opportunity tonight, Justin Barron score for the Montreal Canadiens. And can the Montreal take the lead by 2 now? Will be interesting to see what could happen. Give away for ice stick. We'll give you all the update. Alan Barnes next the door or come aboard. Thanks for being. Thanks so much, SCR, to read in the English. We just ask you if you can read in English. That would be better for us, if you don't mind. First off, now on the left side of Montreal, we're winning now. Fire the puck, Hoffman missed the puck, but intercept by the Chicago Blackhawks. Hold the puck now, the blue line by Hoffman. Pass the puck to Madison. Back to Hoffman. Hoffman now hold the puck now, the blue line. Return the puck to Madison. Madison's carry with puck. Madison to Ski at the wall. They have the right side goaltender. Ski hold the puck now. Stabbing now. Holding on the right side. Suzuki a little bit close. Suzuki looking back to Doc at the goal line. Back to Doc. Suzuki. Suzuki skating went out. Suzuki at the right side. Suzuki try looking back to Madison. Madison to Hoffman. Back to Madison. Back to Hoffman. Hoffman's coming down. Hoffman now on the left side. Hoffman to goal line. Back to Doc. Doc to Suzuki. On the right side. Suzuki walk a little bit. Return the puck to Doc. Doc to Suzuki. It's coming in front of the net. Tip in front of the net. Back recovery to Doc to Suzuki again. Suzuki now go the blind, coming down, back to Doc. Doc in front of the net, shoot the puck by that enough, or they will rack, go back now, the blind by Madison, return the puck to Hoffman. Hoffman now coming back, hold the puck now at the blind, return the puck now, keep control the puck, all the way back at the goal line, try the puck to Suzuki, now the puck bouncing back with Murphy, Hoffman, back to Doc. Doc back, goaltender. Doc all the way back, hold the puck now, Doc at the left side, Doc shut the direction again, go back to the wall now, back to Madison at the blind, Madison looking for Hoffman, Hoffman to the Doc, back to Doc at the goal line, Doc is patient, Montreal very patient, control the puck now with 120 puck, definitely Montreal make a mistake, drop the puck outside zone, go to reset. Unit number 2 for Montreal for 30 seconds again. We have no shot for the Montreal Canadiens after they control the puck for 1 minute 30 seconds on power play. Back to Barron. Barron now leave the control puck back to Josh Anderson. Anderson on power play, pass the puck to the side to Drouin. Drouin looking more. Drouin pass to Anderson coming out. Dwayne kick out the puck to Dadonov at the wall. Dadonov now is coming. Pass the puck to opposite corner to Dwayne. Dwayne bouncing back. Dwayne's coming down. Dwayne now behind the net, bringing the puck to Anderson, and then funny net, shoot the puck, and saved by Stobart. No whistle. Whistle now. We have no... nothing else. We have a whistle at the right side of goaltender, and that's coming now with 3 seconds to go remaining on the power play. Montreal cannot take advantage of that power play. The first unit, guys, pass the puck too much. I think about Bedard, he is not a game changer, WST. All right, disagree with you, but it's okay. It's Saint Valentin. Days, relax, chilling, friends. It's not about we're not SCR. We just ask you if you can speak in English. That's pretty much it. The rest is not a problem about that. That'd be better. Keep the conversation in hockey. That's what we're looking for. Go back now to the blind. On the pipe by Dadonov. Bring the pipe behind the net. Set up now by Drouin. We are even strength with less than 4 minutes to go remaining. Dadonov battle for the puck. Attaqué by Blackwell. Chicago at 2 versus 1. Chicago on the other side. Shoot the puck and miss the net completely. Recovery by Johnson. Win the battle. Go back in front of the net. Johnson control the puck now to the wall. Pinch run up by Montreal. Bring the puck to opposite corner. Recovery by Montreal. Anderson return puck to Barry. Barron back to Anderson to the wall. Anderson looking now. Pass the puck in the zone. Tom pinch by the Montreal Canadiens. Hold the puck now by Drouin. Intercept now by Domi. Domi attaqué now. Great stick by Montreal. Hold the puck now on offensive zone. By Dadonov. Dadonov's coming to the left side. Dadonov go around. Dadonov's coming back. Big save. Shoot the puck in net. Another rebound. A save by the Kane. Go back to Allen. Allen return the puck behind the net. Go back to Drouin. Drouin to Dadonov. Dadonov control the puck. Lose the puck after he get hit. Finally, Chicago get out of the zone. Athanasio's coming now. Athanasio the blind. Athanasio pass the puck the back door. Back to Athanasio to Kane. Turn around, roll back to opposite corner. Recovery by Montreal. Try the puck. Montreal attacking now. Hold the puck by Drouin. Pass the puck to opposite corner. Go back to Kovacevic. Lose the puck on the left side. Intercept by Chicago Blackhawks. Going to get out of the zone. 2:35 to go remaining of the second period. Still 1-0 Montreal Canadiens. Kane ran out with the puck on the offensive zone. Kick a puck behind the net. Intercept by Lafferty. Pass the puck to the board to Kane. Kane to the blind. Holding up by Johnson. Pass the puck now to McCabe. McCabe change the direction. Go back all the way up to the blind. Kick contre the puck. Pass the puck now to John. John attacking on the goal line and the right side. Jake Allen. The puck bouncing back to opposite corner. John shoot the puck. Missed the net completely on the back end. The puck bouncing by Montreal Canadiens. Recovered by Belzil. Return puck to Kovacevic. Now Kovacevic hold the puck a little bit more. Chicago's go beat to the bench. Go back to Allen. Allen is getting back to the blue line. Allen pass the puck to opposite corner, but bouncing back by the goaltender Sober. Use the ball, pass the puck to opposite corner. Chasé par Montreal Canadien on the right side of the goaltender. Intercept now by Savard. Savard attacking now. Fire puck, black shot in front of the net. Go back now by the Hawks. Lob the puck on the back end over the head of Whiteman. The puck bouncing back on the Savard. Don't the puck the opposite, but intercept by Chicago. Keep the puck in the zone. Now go back to Lafferty in front of the net. A great diving by the Montreal Canadien Savard. Intercept now. Zuski attacking. Zuski in offensive zone. Now we have no offside. Zuski running by the blind. Holding by Madison. Madison in front of the Radish coming down. Madison change the direction. Go back now. Back on the blind. Now Madison bringing by behind the net. Intercept now behind the net by RHP. Pass up on the right side. And the center get puck. Finally, we have a whistle on the right side of the goaltender. And we have 1:11 to go remaining on this second period. Still 1-0 Montreal Canadiens. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. 17 shots for the Montreal Canadiens. Montreal produced more shots for the last couple of minutes, but cannot put the puck in the net. Unfortunately for them. What a great shift by Dadonov, by the way. You maybe not like him, but Dadonov showed a lot of great skill. Go back now on the right side, attaqué par Chicago Blackhawks, win the face-off, don't play the puck neutral zone. Intercept par Montreal. Whiteman pass the puck, drive the puck back to RHP, load the puck in defensive zone. Anderson going to recover the puck behind the net, chasing him out. Anderson, he got hurt on that one over there. Intercept the blue line by Madison. Go back now, Madison, by intercept by Chicago, and Anderson go to the bench. Will be interesting to see what Anderson has right there. Go back on the right side, Jake Allen. Go back, Johnson. Battle for the puck on the right side, bring puck the blind, holding the blind, shoot the puck. Intercept Montreal. Breakaway. Nicholas is going breakaway on the right side, on the left side, going back there. The puck bouncing back over the goaltender. Could not control the puck, obviously, at the last second. And going to get 30 seconds to go remaining on the second period. Go back now, the right side, Jake Allen. Johnson, shoot the puck. Allen make a USA. Recovery by Whiteman. Render the puck now to Hoffman. Return the puck to Whiteman. Whiteman pass the puck to the D. Go back now in front of the bench for Chicago. I think it's Madison. Skating with puck. Madison. Render the puck on the board. 10 seconds to go. All the way back to Doc. Doc bring the puck behind the net. Hoffman. Hoffman back to Doc. 5 seconds to go. Back to shoot the puck over 7. Black shot in front of the net. Recovery by Montreal Canadiens. Shoot the puck on the back door. Too late on this at the end of this period, but again, after 40 minutes. And the period is over at the Bell Center. We have second intermission. During that period, guys, we have 0 goal for this period between the Montreal Canadiens and the Chicago Blackhawks. Since the beginning of the game, 13 shots Chicago and 18 for the Montreal Canadiens. 0-4 power play for Chicago and 1 and 2 for Montreal Canadiens. That's what's happening at the Bell Center. The shot second period, 12 for Montreal and 7 for the Chicago Blackhawks. That's all. Nothing else to talk about other the fact is the game not going to be one of the greatest game in NHL for sure. Because it's not very great. Nothing I'm going to gave the puck to that enough. Yep. Never see that strategy. Yes, Montreal will get a piece of this draft, and it should be good for that. Consider is only 1-0. Good evening, Nicolas de Gobi-Bono. Thanks so much to be with us. So we'll see what happens. The Hurricane take the lead 3-2. Nozen score a power play goal. And the 0-0 Islanders, Chicago, Islanders, Ottawa. The Devils now is 2-2. Visit Columbus Blue Jacket. They're still 1-0 Blues. Kraken just 0-0. Star Browns just starting the game 0-0. And that's what happening, guys. 9 games on the program tonight. Don't forget the Pittsburgh plays San Jose Sharks at 10:30 tonight. This is a result. We can speak French here. My eyes are bleeding from watching this game. Maybe 1 goal is all we need. Randy, possible about that. I don't think so, King. It was a boarding on that one. It's happened a lot, but close maybe, but not. It was not a penalty. Alexandre is in the house. Welcome aboard, Alexandre. 801 is in the house. Doug gonna score on his third. On join the third. Thanks so much, 801, to be with us tonight. Bro. New calendar score. Thanks so much. 13-14. We're going to see who scored for Islanders, guys. It's Pulock, defenseman Pulock scored his third of the year. Thanks so much for this one, Mr. RJ. Howe and Martin have an assist on that one over there. We still need 100. Marco look like Anderson knock his head against the glass. Ouch. Here we go. That's happening about that one, Marco. Thanks so much, Marco. See sharing. Suppose like this, like the hit. Thanks so much, everybody. Not a great game like we mentioned earlier, guys, between both teams. And it is what it is, right? Our concussion, we are running out the asset. Yeah, you're absolutely right about this. Only at 3 goals with that shot, Pollock. Hoping Josh Anderson. Barron would never go back to America again. In next year, we should trade one return to open one more spot on the D. So we're up and take the shot to hit that like Scottish goal. Thanks so much. Gary, the app need come out stronger the third period, drive the pace. Great point about this, Gary. Good to see Barron play better. Thanks you much, Steve, to say that. Hey, good to see, man. We need to mix up again soon about this one for that. Don't forget, tomorrow night, we are back at 9 o'clock p.m. Let's talk ABS, AB Nation Live Tonight Show. It's a new show we start every night now when the Montreal does not play. So this week we have Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 o'clock p.m. Sometimes we have different guests. Sometimes we talk about, most of the time we talk about Montreal Canadiens, what's going on around the team. So I invite you guys to join us 9 o'clock until 10:30. And at the last of the show, we ask a question and we do the table around the table where we talk about different teams around the league. Any update? So I invite you to join me live tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. Coach, how many more years for MEILLEUR to make the NHL for you? For me, I would say yesterday they should return him in OHL next season. And then after that, we will see this development, how he's going to look like, everything like that. Jacky jumping in the NHL this year. If we don't have no injuries at the beginning of the season, do you think Jacky make the NHL right away? I'm not sure. But if it's not 2 years, it will be 3 years from right now. So next season, return OHL. Then after that, it would be possible it can try the training camp. It don't make it, return it, go back in Laval. So 3 years, 2 or 3 years minimum for that, King. Emerson may be back on the ice this week, Marco. See, Nick Marco, there we go. I need to really I use to like the Ox for 3. Alexandre MEILLEUR is really close. Francis Bouillon said he's the next to achieve the NHL on prospect pool. Yes. But he's still 19 years old, Alexandre, so he's not going to make it next season. Rangers, my favorite American team. And now, if one win tonight, they would be 8-6-1 in the last 15 game for the Montreal. Would not mind see MEILLEUR play a couple of games in NHL if he has a good camp. Again, he needs to be approved by the Batman or the NHL about him, but I don't see MEILLEUR next year be ready. And again, guys, first, we are on rebuilding. Secondly, we have a lot of young in the team. You have no rush, right? Next year, you have a 6-7 defensemen below 25 years old. Other effects, Savard, and you're going to get next year Barron in the lineup, Cooley, Jekai, Harris. That's 4 right there. You can add Kovacevic if you want to. Then you have Madison, Savard, Whiteman. That's 8. So the roster is almost done deal for next year if you go that way. That's not including Edmondson. That's 9. So if you go that way, I don't see why Mayo go back and again in the OHL, go learning, go get your reps, go finishing your junior career. You miss almost like what? 1 year and a half of hockey most of the time. One, because of the situation with what happening to him. And then secondly is surgery, shoulder last year. Being a fan, want to be mine, and if that's also getting better. Sorry, me going to bed. The Ducks don't deserve anything. Just to give him a taste so he knows what he's working for to get back. Mayo can play OHL next year. It's his second year after draft. It's not a 20 years old year this year. No, he's 19. Maybe you're right. But I think it was like the young. He's a 2003. He's a 2003. Hold on. Who asking me? Gary, he's a 2003, April 15. So he's going to be 20 years old this year. So when the season starts, he's going to be 20 years old next season. He's going to be 21 next 2024. So he should be fine. Because Jekai, it was the same thing. Jekai is 2001. Jekai, right? January 30. So what happening to him last year? He played in the OHL. He finished his year as a 21 years old at the Memorial Cup. Does it make sense, Gary? Great. You make me thinking. I love that. I love people. I love it when the people tell me, "Hey, wait a minute, maybe you're wrong, buddy." And I for 1 second, I really believe, Gary, you are right. But thanks you. Let me checking that information, Gary, because it's not first time I taught him to play in the OHL. He turned 20, Alexandre. Valentine over there, 8 flowers. Flower are for funeral. Do you believe Gibson get moved? It's all depend what they get in return. And after that, first of all, the secondly, which team have enough of money to keep Gibson with over $6 million for the next couple of years? Not many, right? So I don't see it happening. And in the past, Gibson said does want to leave over there for sure. Maybe we go to American game in month next year, Gary. But he cannot, Gary. So if it look like he's eligible to play in OHL, I think he is on his how many years he played in sorry about that. We have certain rules in OHL. Logan, may you guys play? One, two. By default, right? By rules, he cannot play in American Hockey League. So because when you get guys 20 years old, if you don't play 4 years in junior complete, it's not calculated as the you can shift after that. But that's happening for him. So he just checking. He did not play in 2021 because they have no junior. So he has right now only 2 years full time. But you think about this, you have only 1 year this season. Yeah, 41 point, 42 game, by the way. So I would be surprised if he go there. By the rules, Gary. We'll go to the start of the third period. Guys, this is a really important third period for Montreal Canadiens. It's a game right now. It's only 1-0, and they are only one shift, one shot to tie the game. I'm getting excited for Grazov. Man, I hope it's happened. Amos about here about suspension injury after draft this season. Yes, yeah, absolutely, Alexandre. How far for the 2 years ago in the playoff? Not much, King. I don't think so. They have enough the good players to make it really deep, King. About that. The first round, yeah, absolutely right about this. At least 4 games, Larry. You need to know one against something. Kraken is game if a playoff start today. Yeah. Imagine if the Islanders miss the playoff, that will gonna hurt Lou. Just don't see my you to Sweden to play. Marco. Before the third period start, guys, we are going to go around the league. Carolina still winning 3-2. The Islanders 1-0. The Jacket 2-2. The Blues still 1-0. 0-0. Jets Star 0-0. Low goals, low game tonight in NHL, guys. Le third period going to start. Bonne troisième période, mes amis. Coach will stay informed of the rules in NHL. Yeah. Bonne troisième, mon Nicolas de Gobi. Bonne, no! Charge. Here we go. We are back live at the Hockey Nation Live Show. Thanks everybody for your chat tonight. We appreciate it. Don't forget post-game Montreal Canadiens. After the game, we're going to be live back normal because during the weekend we did not do it. It was too late. Who is going to be the hero of the third period? Let me know, please. Who is going to be the hero of the third period? What do you believe that game is going to be finishing 1-0? I don't have a camera working at DANY. They work 100% and the face-off. On troisième, Nicolas. We wait till the puck drop. Josh Anderson is back on the ice with the Suzuki and RHP Domi. Suzuki won the face-off. Back to Savard. Savard hold the puck now. Pass to Harris. Harris now looking. Harris pass the puck to kick by Anderson, by Suzuki. Anderson try to get a puck. We have penalty for Chicago. And go back now on the right side. New subscriber, Paulo Jr. Thanks so much for this one over there. Power play already at the beginning of the third period. And Anderson apologized for Zed Jones to hit him solidly. That's pretty much what's happening about this one. They're power play, guys, for the Montreal Canadiens. Third of the night for Montreal. 2 minutes for Domi. Not agree with that one over there. For interference. Max Domi not agree about that one there. Marco Larrabee, super chat for MEILLEUR. Ticket for Sweden. Super chat, Marco Larrabee. Super chat, thanks so much for the super chat, Marco. Really kind of you to that at the Hockey Nation Live show. Some hype is coming very soon. I checked the game at the same time. Suzuki tried to get a puck, intercept by Chicago. Loud the puck, intercept by Madison at the blue line. Go back now to Suzuki. Tap the puck behind the net. Go back now by RHP. Return the puck to Doc. Doc right now to Suzuki. And finally, Chicago dumping the puck all the way back on defensive zone. Thanks so much, Marco. Super shot number 2 of the night after Reggie did it. Montreal has 0 shot on that one. Barron hold the puck in front of Blackwell. Bend the puck now on the left side. Recovery by Montreal. Set up by Barron. Barron now. Hold the puck now. Barron to the blue line. Barron to the red line. Draw the puck back, all the way back on defensive zone. Nobody was there. Very bad pass by Barron. Back to Anderson. 1 minute to go. Anderson brought the puck back now to Drouin. Drouin skating with puck. Drouin to the blind. Drouin to the red line. Drouin kick out the puck now to Elenan at the wall. Ellen is coming now. Ellen turn around now. Change the direction. Pass the blue line. Back to Barron. Barry to Ellen. Ellen out to the top. Back to Drouin. Drouin to the wall. Back again to Barron. Back to Drouin. Drouin lose the puck. Belly. Recover puck for himself. Drouin will now hold the puck. Pass the puck and Dadonov. To Ellen. Return by Anderson. Red up to Drouin. Drouin to the blue line. Back to Ellen. Return to Drouin. Drouin getting down. Drouin getting in front and Anderson. Pass the puck back door. No chance for Barron. Recover the puck to Dadonov. Lead the puck to Anderson. Go back to Drouin at the blue line. Drouin hit the puck. 10 seconds to go. Return to Anderson. Back to Drouin. Drouin loses his edge. And finally, the puck bouncing back for the Montreal Canadiens. All the way back on defensive zone. We had 0 shot during the time they control the puck. Unfortunately, Dadonov skating with puck. Dadonov to drive the puck back. Back again to Harris. Return the puck to Savard. Savard pass the puck. Kick out the puck to right side of Dadonov. Belzil. Belzil return the puck now to Harris. Shoot the puck. Black shot for Chicago. The puck bouncing back. Back at the Harris. Intercept the puck. Back to Armia. Armia to Belzil. Pass the puck over Perseda. Intercept now by the Chicago Blackhawks. Don't play the puck in the offensive zone. Attacking now by Domi. Drop the puck back at the puck outside zone. Reset by Harris, I believe. Harris hold the puck. Kick out the puck to Perseda. Perseda to the left side of the goaltender. Perseda hold the puck now. Perseda kick the puck deep at the zone. When the puck on the board. First one to get there is John, I believe. Go back behind the net. Set up now by Johnson. The puck drop back to Armia. Armia contre le puck. Draw the puck to Perseda. Back the puck to Belzil. Return the puck to the blue line. Go back now by Montreal. Shoot the puck now by Savard. Block shot by the defenseman out of the play. We're going to reset on the left side of the goaltender of the Chicago Blackhawks. Montreal have 0 shot during those times they control the puck, but unfortunately they cannot hit the net. Nat Lafont in the house. Welcome, bud. Thanks so much. Excellent. And the 1-goal game this season. Wow. Doc are not playing their best tonight. Is so boring. Kelly, welcome back. And don't forget, guys, to click on the like. We have really appreciate to be with us tonight. Go back on the left side. Recovery by Montreal Canadiens. It's Hoffman. Hoffman now bringing the point in front of Doc in the back door. A little bit too far. Go back now by Kovacevic. Return the puck now behind the net to Hoffman. Hoffman control the puck. Hoffman keep on through. Back to Kovacevic. Pass the puck to Whiteman. Whiteman back to to Hoffman. Hoffman change the direction in front of Lafferty. Hoffman the back door to Dadonov. The puck bouncing back. Back to Whiteman. Back to Hoffman. Hoffman the corner. Hoffman now at the wall. Hoffman battle for the puck. Back drive puck to Kovacevic. Ran the puck behind the net to Dadonov. Dadonov now in front of Hoffman. No chance. Pinch one up by Chicago Blackhawks. Get out of the zone by Radish. Radish at the red line. Don't pay the puck opposite corner to Jake Allen. Chasing one out. The puck bouncing back at the blue line by Chicago. Lafferty return the puck down the net. Intercepted by Chicago. Shoot the puck. Black shot by Whiteman. Intercepted now by Montreal. Skating by Koubida. Dak now the red line. Qui contre le puck. But fortunately lose the puck in front of Seth John. Intercept now by Montreal. Don't pay the puck behind Goaltender. Go to reset now by McCabe. McCabe pass the puck now to John. John pass the puck in his zone. The puck intercept by Montreal. Zuski return the puck all the way back to Byron. Byron return the puck now to Madison. Madison long stretch pass. Go back now to the left side. Intercept by Zuski. We have offside at the blue line by the Montreal Canadiens. And unfortunately, that's happening. I'm going to reset now on the defensive zone, on the neutral zone in front of the bench of Chicago. Another drop puck by the linesman. Face off now. We have Domi face to Suzuki. Winning par again by Domi. Go back now by John. Return to McCabe. McCabe maintenant contre le puck. Passe le puck to the side. Now intercept par Montreal Canadien. Attaqué now by RHP. RHP contre le puck. RHP shoot the puck. Save by Stobert. Great play by great shot by the way. Pinch by Montreal. Intercept now by Harris. Domi don't play the puck. Intercept now by RHP. Pass the puck to opposite D. Go back now to Anderson. Ziski return the puck on defensive zone to Savard. Savard back to Harris. Harris return the puck to Savard. Savard hold the puck, pass the puck, tombe again, intercept by Chicago. Don't play the puck in the zone. The possibility 2-1 for Chicago attacking now. Shoot the puck, Adam make a save, rebound, great save. Diving by Montreal Canadien. Go back in the corner by Savard. Bring the puck on the board, intercept by Chicago, bring the puck, intercept by Montreal. Now a 1-versus-1 possible. Brzezinski shoot the puck, block save by the glove of Stobert. Intercept now by Caleb John. Pass the puck in the zone, intercept by Montreal Canadien. One more time. Go back to Armia. Armia put the puck outside the zone. But now at the blue line. Intercept now by Drouin. Don't play the puck. Chasing now by DUARTE, I believe. I don't know. DUARTE is there now. Go back now at Armia. Pass the puck to Drouin. Return the puck and finally get out of the zone by the Chicago Blackhawks. Attacking now in the offensive zone. Hold the puck now. Bouncing the puck behind the left side of Jake Allen. Chased by Johnson. 4 line for the Chicago is on the ice. Montreal get the puck outside the zone. Chased by Armia. Armia attacking now. Armia contre puck. 2-versus-2. Pass the puck to the side. DUARTE to Drouin. And funny Armia. What a goal! Et tic-tac-toe! Et tic-tac-toe! Armia, DUARTE, and who? Drouin and the goaltender. Stobert is hurt right now. And that's happening right there. What a goal by Joel Armia, MNJ. And who did the pass? Jonathan Drouin. I know you don't like Jonathan Drouin, but wow. Wow, Montreal Canadiens score. Armia score on that one there. Look, the goalie was hurt on that play there. Look like he's fine now. But what a play by Armia Drouin on DUARTE on that one over there to give the second goal of Montreal Canadiens take the lead 2-0 over the Chicago Blackhawks with 14 minutes to go remaining on this game. 14-15, by the way. We have now a delay game. But look like we're going to restart. Again, Armia score for the Montreal Canadiens, guys. Go back now on defensive zone. Montreal Canadiens is 4 of the year. Drouin and DUARTE. There we go. That's what we got. Chicago tampé le puck par Blackwell. Passe le puck dans la zone. Attaqué par Chicago. Intercept par Montreal. Montreal hold the puck. Whiteman passe le puck for the bench. Attaqué now by Montreal. At the left side, goaltender. Shoot the puck. Block shot by the goaltender. No rebound. Going to reset on the left side of the goaltender. But what a goal by the Montreal Canadiens. Armia score is 4th of the season for him. And back at the lineup since Sunday. And we have to give credit for Armia on that one over there. Armia, 4 of the year, assisted by Drouin and They were right. Second point of the win tonight, guys. Oh, we should let him go. He's not good. Sabert got hurt by his own players. You're absolutely right about this one of that. Super Nathan, then welcome aboard. Thanks to be with us tonight. We have a few people in the chat. Not a bad third line on most of the team, 27, 28, 40. Not a bad. The one is what? 2.5 million now, Gary Cournoyeur. Have a good night, you guys. Alan, have a good night, my friend. Sabert got hurt. Drouin for future consideration. Renault. I don't know. I will not trade Drouin at all. I will keep Jonathan Drouin. But people want to send him out. Let's see if Whiteman will get. And again, do you prefer Jonathan Drouin or do you prefer Michael Peseta? Do you prefer Jonathan Drouin or you prefer Ren Pitlick? How many points Drouin has in the beginning of the season? Point per game. Point per game. Think fan will be fine with Drouin if he make under $3 million. Possible about this one with that. The Ottawa Senator tied the game 1-1, by the way, from RJ. Thanks so much to let us know about this. The score around 3-2 Carolina again. We have 1-1 Islander Ottawa. Suzla score again. Devils 2-2. The Blues take the lead 2-0 against the Panthers. 1-1 the Star and the Bruins. And that's what we got around the league so far in NHL. Face-off now on the left side of the goaltender. Ça va par Chicago win the face-off. Don't play pas in neutral zone. The puck bouncing back and defensive zone par Montreal Canadiens. Don't play pas behind the goaltender Stubbard. We have 15-23 shot for the Montreal Canadiens, by the way. Go back now on the left side. Shoot the puck on the right and intercept by Madison. Don't play pas in front of the net. They're safe by the goaltender. The puck bouncing back behind the goaltending. Behind the goal line. Intercept now by Chicago. Try puck up. Pressure by Belzile and Pesara. Pesara bring the puck to the corner. Keep control the puck to the wall. Pinch went out by Chicago. Johnson battle with Pesara. Tyler Johnson ex at Tampa Bay Lightning. Go back now to the corner of the puck. Stuck with Pesara and Johnson. Go back behind the net. A little bit too far. Go back to the blue line out with Madison. Madison shot by in front of net. Tip in front of net. Stobber make a save after tip by Pesara. And we have a whistle. We're going to reset now on the left side, the right side of goaltender of Stobber. 25 shot for the Montreal Canadiens now. Bless Souza hurt for sync before the season. Fan 97 789 is in the house. Thanks so much about this. Yeah, he's really a good spot. Hit the like with San Mayu and the Ocean until 2026. Drouin is a middle six player. If he can provide more secondary scoring a little bit more constant, I don't mind keeping him. The price is right. Great point about this king. I've always been okay with Drouin. He has put so much potential. People have realistic expectation. You're absolutely right. Great point. The puck behind the net. David Savard. Chicago tried to get the puck around the board. Go back to the ski. Bring point in front of net. Chasing it up by RHP. The puck bouncing back. Back to the ski. Back to Anderson. Attacking now. Montreal. Anderson draw the puck behind him. Unfortunately, recovered by David Savard. Return the puck to RHP. Bouncing the puck right away back. Go back to the left side. Domi going to recover the puck. Go back now. And from the bench, reset by Patrick Kane, use the ball, pass the puck to Posey Connor, back to Max Domi, and set the puck in front of the net, the ball bouncing back behind it, Josh Anderson, try to get the puck, intercept by Chicago, go back in the corner, first one to get there is RHP, back to Ski, one more time for the Montreal Canadiens, don't play the puck on the corner, chased by Josh Anderson with Johnson, intercept the puck, back to Murphy pass the puck to Chicago, and always coming in offensive zone on the right side. Shoot the puck, black shot by Allen. The puck bouncing back the right corner. Intercept by Montreal Canadiens. Go to get out zone, out the zone by Montreal. Go back now by Montreal. Attacking now by Dadonov. Dadonov hold the puck. Dadonov to corner. Dadonov putting puck to Hoffman. Shoot the puck. Stopper make a save. Another great play by Dadonov to Hoffman. That line Hoffman. Dadonov looking better and better together. We're going to reset now. It'll be the second time of the year. If Montreal win tonight, they're going to get 3 straight W. You have to go all the way in October. The last time Montreal Canadiens win this year, 3 straight game during this season, 2022-2023. That's what happened. That's the problem to be a French player in Montreal. The pressure is immense, immense. Go back now, Chicago, don't play puck in front of Jake Allen. Go back at the back door by Blackwell, pass the puck, chasing now by Kovacevic, intercept now at the blind, set up by Blackwell, shoot the puck, black shot by Montreal, toi le puck outside zone, the puck bouncing back, pour finally Montreal lave the puck in neutral zone, intercept now by Dadonov. Dadonov attacking now, Dadonov try to get around, no chance, recovered by the Chicago Blackhawks, pass the puck in front of the bench. Now it's Chicago attacking by Flaherty. Lafferty, premier puck behind the net, it's chased by Kovacevic, great play by Kovacevic, ran the puck on the board, pass the puck to Doc, Doc pass the puck to Dadonov for Hartman, nobody was there, Chicago going to return the puck behind Jake Allen, intercept the puck, leave to Kovacevic, 11 minutes to go remaining on this third period between the Montreal and the Blackhawks. Go back now to Devorak, skating with puck at the blind, at the red line, pass the puck a little bit too far Armia. Armia first one to get there behind the net. Armia control the puck behind the net. Battle now with 4 players. We have McCabe right there, just change the direction. We have Devorak on the left side, hold right the way. McCabe went out with on the left, kick control puck by Devorak, chasing went out by Reddish, I believe. Reddish and Devorak battle for the puck. Finally, the puck stuck in the wall. Devorak won the battle with Reddish. Armia found away the puck to Madison. Madison control the puck. Madison back to Armia. Armia to the wall. Back to Devorak. Shoot the puck. Miss the net barely. Go back down behind the net by Drouin. Return the puck to opposite corner. Intercept now by Reddish. Love the puck in neutral zone. Intercept by Madison. Back the puck to Devorak. Finally, Chicago trying to get the puck out the way to play after the intercept now by Chicago on transition. But they return the puck. They're going to regroup on defensive zone behind the net. 10 minutes to go remaining, guys, on this third period between the Hawks and the Montreal Canadiens. Go back around now. Set up by Kane. Kane passes the puck to opposite corner. Back to Caleb John. John for the bench. Montreal. Loud the puck behind Jake Allen. Can Montreal Allen make a shootout tonight? Go back by Domi. Domi to Blanche. Fire puck by John. Miss the net barely. Go back now in front the net by Athanasio. Athanasio. But Madison intercept. Loud the puck in the zone. The puck bouncing back by John intercept. Long stretch pass by Kane. Kane to the blind. Hold the puck. Pass the puck to the wall. Don't play puck all the way. A great hit by Peseda. I think he was onside to Domi. Go back under the side. Domi is shaky right away back over there. Domi go back slowly back on the bench. And I don't know. We have no call on that one. Domi look about this. Go slowly back. Domi now looking shaky on the bench. I don't know if it's the back. I don't know if it's the head. We'll go back in front of the net. And we have a goal by the Montreal Canadiens. By the way, the time we're thinking, I don't know, it's Savard. But Montreal Canadiens score the third goal of the night. I missed this one, by the way. Great play of the Belzile, cut back to the wall, bring the puck up, and somehow I was join the rush, a score for the Montreal Canadiens, take the lead 3-0 over the Chicago Blackhawks with 9 minutes to go remaining, guys, on this period. 9 minutes to go remaining on this period. Go back behind the net, Jake Allen, intercept the puck all the way back on the left side. Try to get puck outside the zone. 8 shots for Montreal on the third period. Savard second goal of the year. Belzile and Harris got an assist on that one. Harris continues to produce on offensive zone. Go back behind the net. Set up now. 3-0 Montreal Canadiens. We're going to set up the update right now here. $60 and $54. And a goal. Montreal Canadiens score. Devorak scored that time, guys. Christian Devorak score for the Montreal Canadiens. And that'll give them a 4 goal. The time I was update the third goal. Montreal shoot a puck. And that way, Montreal score. A little bit, the Chicago gave up on that one over there, guys. 2 goals and less than 30 seconds, I believe. And DUARTE score is 9 of the season for the Montreal Canadiens. And assisted by Armia and Jonathan Drouin. Drouin, another assist tonight. Surprisingly, about this one over there. And that gave them 4-0 tonight. That line of the Savard, of the Armia, pretty good tonight. DUARTE score is 9 of the season. A back-to-back goal game for him this year. This weekend, he scored 1 goal against Edmonton, by the way. And second point for Armia tonight. And of course, go back on the 7:34 to go to remaining 16 shot versus 28 Montreal Canadiens. Very short, some kind of offensive tonight against the Chicago Blackhawks. 3 straight game for Montreal possible. They win, you know, for them. Look like Drouin again, get a point. Got 3 points tonight. Yep. I think they should be under the claim commercial. 5 assists in 2 games for Jonathan Drouin. If MS try to make the playoff again, possible. Who knows? Anil, the prediction coach, just need Allen to get his shootout. Willie Snyder, awesome. That'll be great. Go back behind the net, set up with less than 7 minutes to go remaining. Les bons vieux Canadiens comme dans le temps. Oui, mon Simon, très bien dit, mon homme. Très d'accord avec toi. Johnson de left side, Jake Allen. 2 games straight for the wave at the Bell Center. We have those, Marco, we have so many statistics and so many stats in NHL. We're now checking how many waves we do during the season. Go back on the back side. Wow, a tic-tac-toe. RHP could not complete or Hoffman complete the play. Go back now by Chicago, attacking now on the left side by Blackwell. Intercept by Montreal Canadiens. And now Kovacevic intercept at the red line. The wave continues at the Bell Center tonight. Again, Chicago, the Montreal Canadiens. What a great night for the Montreal. Now attacking on the left side. Attacking for Hoffman. Should have pass it up maybe. Go back on the right corner. Attacking now on the right side. We have a battle at the blue line. Finally, the puck stay in the zone. But the Blackwell going to dump the puck behind Jake Allen. We have icing by the Chicago Blackout with 5:54 to go remaining. LUCIANO like Drouin and Rabinov. And stopping us now. Full throttle. Bring on the lead. Chicago is on that team. No spirit. Look la fortune. We have 5:54 to go remaining on this game. While Drouin played good at the end of this contract, I'm not surprised that line trade for a first rounder. No, not allowed. Not change anything. Je ne veux pas de jeu blanc, mon Nicolas. Bonne fight, Simon. I'm proud of my abs. Super Nintendo. Chicago is dead. Development. Show the puck. Jake Allen make a save on that one. You have to feel for Luc Richardson, but don't know what he's getting into it. Avalanche up 1-0. William said, Nico, Sean B in the house. Hello, Sean. A long time we don't see you around. You should sign Drouin 2 years at 3.5. Too much money, Alexandre, 3.25 for him. What's around the league, guys? First of all, Carolina still winning 3-2. The Senator Islanders 1-1. 2-2 Devils. The Blues 3-0 against the Panthers tonight. We have the Jet take the lead 1-0 against the Kraken. The Bruins 1-1. The Avalanche score. Nikushin score at the beginning of the game. And that's what we got. 8 games in action right now. We're going to consider after the game, guys, talking about other game. We're going to give you all the option, what's going on around the league. Sean B, a super chat, ladies and gentlemen. $20, our best friend, super chat. Sean B. Super chat, Sean B. Yes. John Sean B did it again. $20 super chat for the Hockey National Show. Great support of the hockey. Thanks so much. We appreciate, guys. Everybody super chat number 3 of the night. Sean, Marco, and Reggie. All the 3 people support the Hockey National Show with a great super chat tonight. Thanks so much, my friend. Very kind of you to do that for us. We have it changing. Going to update, guys, the score here. The face-off now is 50-50. There we go. I'm going to get that over there. Smash the like chat. Alexandre Drouin have one good night. Still trade him. Is what $1 million is not constant. To buy you a lot of boom boom, Jeffrey, about that. Been a while, super busy at work. I got to get back a night out. Thanks so much, Sean B, to stop by, say hi, and to give us a super chat like that. Really kind of you guys. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. That'll be great. We have about 5 minutes to go remaining on this game, guys. We have to drop the puck behind Stillbird. 5 minutes to go. Montreal 4, DUARTE, Savard just scored second period. Before that, Armia did for the Montreal Canadiens. And Montreal was 1-0 after that. We'll go back on the left corner. Intercept now by Suzuki. Battle with the RHP. Back to Suzuki. Please get the RHP. Suzuki battle puck. Anderson by the puck. And the puck bouncing back. Suzuki knocked the door, but cannot put the puck in the net. Unfortunately, the puck bouncing back to Kovacevic on defensive zone. We have another super chat, ladies and gentlemen. After the whistle, going to do the super chat for N. Rabinov. Thanks so much. Check number 4. Must be just the Bergeron style. Get you a lot of boom boom about that one over there. Jeffrey, what? That's very so lucky. About this. Back on the left side. Go back to Lafferty. Lafferty hold the puck left. Go back to the puck. Armia still the puck. Armia attacking now. Armia on the one. Kick out the puck to Drouin. Drouin looking now at the back door. Try the puck to opposite corner. No chance for Drouin to reach the guy over there. Suzuki zit for Paulo. Thanks so much. Go back on the right side. Chicago get out of the zone. Less than 4 minutes to go remaining on this third period for Montreal. Would be good for the ad, but I can see other team. We have face up on the left side, but we have a super chat number 4 and Rabinov. Super chat number 4, reverse chop chop chop. Here we go, super chat and Rabinov. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for what? Yes, it is the time at the Hockey National Show. After 5 minutes remaining at the end of the game, what we do? It's time for what? Final countdown. The Montreal Canadiens are going to strike for the 3rd time back-to-back. After the Islanders, after the Oilers, and now tonight the Blackhawks win their 3-game straight. This season, the 2nd time it's happening for them. Montreal lead by the score 4-0. Justin Barron scored the first goal of the game, following by Joel Armia. Then we got David Savard, and finally, the last goal of the game so far is Christian DUARTE. And that way, the Montreal Canadiens right now winning by the score 4-0. Again, the Chicago Blackhawks at the Bell Center tonight. Great performance so far for the Montreal Canadiens. We have to be proud of your bleu, blanc, rouge. 3:45 to go remaining on this third period. Montreal 4, Chicago 0. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. And we're going to be back Of course, after the game, don't miss the post-game Montreal Canadiens. We're going to follow, of course, an overtime we're going to do overtime network hockey national show. Follow everything what's going on around the league for your prediction of the game of the night. Anyhow, Chicago winning right now. John said, don't play the puck in neutral zone. C'est intercepté par la Freddy. The puck go back in the offensive zone. Kane controlling the left side. Jake Allen. Ken Allen make a shootout for the Montreal Canadiens. After the game, only 2 goals. Allen have a very good game against Edmonton Oilers. The puck bouncing back in the defensive zone. Set up by Montreal Canadiens. Go DD. Set up long stretch pass now in neutral zone. Go back by Montreal. Don't play by Joan Armia. You go back behind the net by Zeb Jones. Pass the puck to DDD. Contrôlé par Chicago Blackhawks, attaqué dans notre zone, turnaround par le Montreal Canadien, intercept now at the red line, contrôlé now by Montreal. Dadonov don't play puck, John intercept the puck, return the puck behind the net, recovery by Johnson, return the puck to DD by Chicago, pass the puck in notre zone, set up like a red dish, intercept by Kovacevic, hit the Dadonov, and Dadonov looked like a little bit hurt about that puck, going to be back on the right side. Pierre Martin, see a contract around 3 like Max Domi. Maybe a little less. Carnet 3, and Washington tied the game 3-3. Thanks so much, everybody, about this one there. I not up. I call it 4-0 tonight. Here we go. Around the league, what's going on? 3-3. Hurricanes are going to follow this game. 1-1 Islanders power play. Senator, 2-2 Devils. A lot of tie game. The Blues say 3-0, guys. That's what's happening right there. Go back now on defensive zone. Montreal Canadiens. Lob the puck by Chicago. Reddish try to get a puck and intercept by Montreal. And go back around the board by Dadonov. Pass the puck left side by Kovacevic. Kovacevic pass the puck to Dak. Dak kick out the puck to Hoffman. Hoffman back again to Dadonov behind him. Dadonov intercept the puck. Bring the puck to opposite corner at the blind. The puck go out the zone. Reset by Whiteman. Lob the puck behind the net. To Dadonov. Pass the puck to Whiteman. Back Whiteman to Hoffman. Hoffman to Dak. Dak change the direction. Back Speedorama. And Jean did not buy in and go intercept the puck, go back now to Domi. Domi pass the puck to the right side of the island, pass the puck to Kovacevic, intercept now. It was Blackwell, I apologize. Go back now by Montreal, don't play the puck in neutral zone, the puck bouncing back, intercept now by Murphy. Murphy got the puck, get hit solidly by Anderson, I believe. No, it was a Pesada. Pesada intercept the puck, pass the puck to the right side, attacking out by Allen, I believe, shoot the puck, and Stolberg make a save, shot by Pesada, hit the puck, Allen hit the puck on, like a baseball bat, now intercept by Montreal blind, set up now by Barron, pass the puck to Pesada, shoot the puck behind the net, intercept now by Barron, return the puck to blind, hold the puck now to blind, return the puck behind the net by Pesada, intercept by Chicago Blackhawks, a little bit 70 seconds to go remaining on this game. Blackwell pass the puck, intercept now by Montreal, turn around by Elonen, on the puck, pass the puck behind Barron, Barron at the blind, don't play by your backhand to Pesada, Pesada get hit on the back, now we continue attacking our way back, checking right now by, I don't know if Johnson or Murphy, but again, head out by Chicago Blackhawks, get out by Blackwell, 48 seconds to go remaining on this game. Here we go. Big fight between Pesada and Reese Johnson. And that way, Pesada at the end. But what a great fight between both Reese Johnson and Michael Pesada. 5 minutes for fighting. For the call on that one there. Road 5-1 does not count. Mario Larbe, you played to the whistle, finishing in the opposite. Pesada finishing check up for let most to the left. You can see the beginning. That's what we got. Danny one is a cherry. There we go. And that's what we got. Well, don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. That'd be great if you can do that. We have 40 seconds to go remaining on this game. 31 shot versus 19. I'm going to give you all the update after that. Don't go nowhere. We're going to give you a little bit more update about the league. Go back now by I don't know. Blackwell, maybe. Adam make a save. 25 seconds to go remaining. Shot back by Chicago Blackhawks. Intercept now. Deep zone at the back ends on the left side. Battle right now at the blind. Holding a pipe by Murphy. Shoot the puck. Miss the net barely. Go back to the right corner. Shoot the pipe by goaltending. Behind the net. We have 10 seconds to go. Can Montreal hold the shootout? Go back, turn around right away back. Anderson battle for the puck to the wall. It's going to be almost the end of this game. Shoot the puck one more time. Miss the net barely with 2 seconds to go. The Montreal Canadiens win tonight by the score of 4-0 against the Chicago Blackhawks. What a great game for the Montreal Canadiens. Find a way to get another W. And you can see Montreal picking up a good W tonight. Again, it's not good for the St. Dean, but as the fans, you celebrate when is the right time. And you can see a great performance overall for the Montreal Canadiens against the Chicago Blackhawks. Not looking good, honestly, with all my respect I have for them. We're going to set up here the power play, the update of the status, so give you a better idea. For Benin, Montreal Canadiens for the third time. They're going to be on the road for the next 4 games, starting Thursday against the Carolina Hurricane. Then Saturday, they're going to be at Toronto. And that's happening for them. Montreal Canadiens are going to be on the road for 4 games. Great game again for the Montreal Canadiens overall. And that's what we got all the stats here on that one over there. What a boring game until the third goal, Luc Lafortune. And then Pierre-Nick will be filling all on the wall tomorrow. Let's see the crowd make a Drouin cried. Everything like that. And we see the 3-star of the night, guys. Right now, we're going to wait for the Pierre Lacroix announced the 3rd star, not number 8. I'm not sure why. Mike Madison, 3rd star of the night. Ready? Mike Madison? All right, we get it. The 2nd star, the number 58, David Savard for the Montreal Canadiens. Another goal for the Montreal Canadiens as the defenseman. He gave his goal again. And the 1st star, the number 27, with 3 assists, 5 points in the last 2 games. Ladies and gentlemen, Jonathan Drouin. Here we go. Jonathan gave away the pucks and the crowd tonight. Jonathan Drouin, 3 points today, 2 points Sunday, 5 points the last 2 games. That will give him a total of 11 points for Jonathan Drouin in the last 10 games. Jonathan Drouin, 11 points in the last 10 games. What a great performance of Jonathan Drouin tonight. We're going to see around the league what we got tonight. The Hurricane lead 3-2 again. Canadiens 0-4-0. The Ottawa Senators date the league, guys, 2-1 over the New York Islanders. The Devils 2-2. The Blues 3-1 for right now. The Kraken tied the game 1-1 against the Winnipeg Jets. The Bruins 1-1 over there. The Avalanche take the lead 1-0 against the Colorado Avalanche. What a great performance from Montreal Canadiens. Just give you a little bit an idea what's going on around the league. We're going to move on, guys, to see the game between the Washington and the Carolina Hurricane. Where we at that moment. We have a few people in that chat. King Gamer said Jake Allen, the 4th star of the night. I agree with you about this one. I don't think so. Leave it. Franco, honestly, just happy for the Pee Wee kid from Ukraine who was able to see the game. Yeah, absolutely about this one, Franco. We talk about this where you go. Where you go, Drouin, good game. Drouin is on fire. Maybe we can get a first now. About this one over there. It would be interesting what he can get in return. Be nice to go for the 5th straight Saturday night. About this, it will be hard again, the Carolina Hurricane. About that one over there. That's happening. I don't know why, but it's raining here. Raining in Thailand. I did not see the rain since like November. That's strange. Great point, Franco. Great experience for them. Drouin sang all their stuff before the game. Yeah, you're absolutely right about this. And at that, where you see him trade deadline. 7 light to go. Unique call. Colette. About that one. Yep. I tried to get the next game, guys. Alexandre Meilleur, hopefully gone. What a great performance, guys, for the Montreal Canadiens tonight. By the score 4-0. If you want to leave your comments right now in the chat, talking about the game, open up. That'd be great. You can talk about the game in the chat so we can give you a little bit more information. What do you think about the performance of Montreal Canadiens tonight? Imagine Drouin with Avalanche and McKinnon, Marco Larrabee. And that's what we got tonight. We wait right now for the puck drop in the Washington. Tonight, the game is 3-3. No, the goal is 3-2 Hurricane. Look like the goal was disallowed by the Washington Capitals, guys. So, 3-2 Carolina Hurricane, guys. It's going to beat those Leafs Saturday. Go the live. Anita Taylor is in the house. Welcome aboard. Can be awesome at Avalanche. Thanks so much, Anita, to join us tonight. No way, Jose Kelly. 6:32 to go remaining at the Washington. We're going to do a little bit more overtime network controlling the game around the league. Let's chat go live, Nick, about that. Willie Snyder, I know the guy would predict a shootout for Jake Allen. Very smart prediction. English future. There. Here we go. I see into my business account just like this for you. Thanks so much. I appreciate that. Hit the likes. Okay, guys, time for the dog. The dog go out. Do this thing for night. Until next time, take some, Marco. Have a great night, buddy. Appreciate that. Going to the least, work hard with the kids. Kelly, absolutely right. It's Jeff. Thanks so much. English future about that to helping us. Coach, my hero selection was Jake the Snake. Do I win? Here we go. Jake Allen have a good performance. Was some kind of pushing right now between the Carolina Hurricane and the Washington Capitals. And will be interesting. Brent Burns is in the middle of everything with Attaway. Les Aller and Sebastian Aho push each other. And that's what happening there. Senator is still winning 2-1. Devils 2-2. Luciano probably. The Blues 3-1. The Kraken take the lead, guys, at 2-1. Goal by McCann against the Jets tonight. The Avalanche 1-0 at the end of the first period. A lot of game around the league happening. 8 game in action right now. Yeah, definitely be a hard game Thursday against the Carolina Hurricane. Yeah, absolutely. We should keep Pesada around the King of Gamer. 2 to go, Winnie Snyder. Coach, look like you are getting a lot of sun. Yeah. We enjoy my afternoon at the pool, usually. The weather is nice. It's, honestly, I see a cloud right now in front of me, and it's rare. I didn't see the rain a lot here in Pattaya for a long time. It's not the rain of the season is more like in August, September, and October. Glad to see Drouin doing well constantly for now. You're absolutely right, Franco. That line is going to hell. About this, I have 3 in the row. Good about time for Larry Lavalley. Yep, that's what we got so far. Come on, people. Lick on the ice. Dan Asham is in the house. Welcome aboard, Dan. Thanks to be with our Canadian Live Show. There we go. Get Colette in the house. About this, we're going to go on the play-by-play right now. No more winter. I don't miss Canada. You're absolutely right about this. I don't miss Canada too. For that one over there, we're going to delete post game. I don't know what number 2 is there. Number 2 is there. There you go. Final score. For Chicago, 0. Ottawa Senator 2, the New York Islander 2, tie the game 2-2. Brock Nelson score. Michael N. Zimana. And Conzimana. I miss Carey Price. Welcome aboard, Michael. Or Michelle Kelly. 6 game back at 2 of the wild card. Of the wild card for Kelly. Everything like that. Salut mon Harry.
Salut Michel.
Comment ça va?
Oui, toi, ça va?
Ben oui, ça va très bien. Qu'est-ce que tu penses de la performance des Canadiens ce soir?
Moi, ce soir, il gagné 4-0.
4-0 ce soir, très belle performance.
Ouais.
Ben d'accord avec toi. Ils ont très bien joué. As-tu aimé Jake Allen?
Oui, j'aime ça que ce talent est bon.
Oui. Qu'est-ce que tu penses de Jonathan Drouin ce soir?
Charles Point, il jouait à Montréal, il jouait à Montréal.
Oui. Jonathan Drouin a très bien fait ce soir. 3 assists ce soir, 3 helpers pour le Montréal. Très belle performance des Canadiens ce soir. Donc, on est très heureux en tant que fans de Montréal de voir la belle performance des Bleus blancs rouges par un pointage de 4-0 contre les Chicago Blackhawks. Harry, as-tu d'autres choses à dire ce soir? Veux-tu nous dire d'autres choses?
Oui. Montréal gagné 4-0, là, et je suis très content, là. Montréal, j'ai juste marqué but, là.
Oui, bien d'accord avec toi de ce côté-là, mon Harry. Donc, on te remercie de t'avoir arrêté ce soir. J'espère que tout va bien avec toi. Puis, je vais te souhaiter une bonne soirée. Puis, j'espère de te revenir la prochaine fois. Jeudi soir, on va être de retour.
Oui, monsieur, aussi, bon Saint-Valentin.
Parfait. On te souhaite une bonne soirée, mon Harry. Bye-bye.
Merci, monsieur, toi aussi, bon Saint-Valentin. Bye, monsieur.
Bye-bye. Harry, then we have to go all the way to Winnipeg, Manitoba, to see our friend Dan Asham is in the house. Welcome back, Danny.
Good evening, Coach. How are you doing tonight?
Pretty good. You?
Not bad. Quick question. How the Habs look tonight?
Very good. You know, they play against a team where it's not very good. But, you know, when I said that, not negative, it's just Chicago are who they are, right? It's not a game. Yeah. But Montreal, you can see Montreal have better chemistry. They have a play with confidence. Not only one line. You know, the lines just have 0 point tonight. Now you get the third line and the fourth line produced for the Montreal Canadiens. The line of the Drouin, and then you have the line of the Armia and the Warak tonight. Have a good performance. Again, the support of the defenseman Danny is very good. You can see Savard get a goal tonight. Barron get a goal.
Mm-hmm.
Last game, Harris got 2 goals. Barron have a goal Saturday. So if you have that kind of support, they're helping Montreal on the offensive side.
Oh, for sure. No, I'm just here watching the Jets game, and they're losing 2-1 against the Kraken.
Yeah, I saw that. After 20 minutes, they're losing 2-1 over there. I don't know what's going on with the Jets tonight, but would be interesting if they can come back in the game, the Jets, tonight.
Yeah, well, you know what? The Kraken are a bad team. What do you think?
Not a bad team at all. They drop a couple of games to the last 5-7 games because they have some kind of injuries, the Berniers and I think it was Schwartz. But But it's a team will be like a bubble team for the playoff. I think they maybe make it, but I feel like they don't have enough depth to go deep in the playoff, unfortunately. But again, a
No, they
great
might.
great year for them so far.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll say it might go the first round. That's as far as I think the Kraken will go. What do you think?
I think so. If they make the playoff, I don't think so. They will cross the first round. I think they play against the Kings or the Vegas. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think so.
Yeah, I got one more quick question. How
Yeah.
far do you think the Jets go in the playoffs this year? How far do you think the Jets will go in the playoffs?
Tell me again. What,
Pardon
what is
me?
what is your question?
My question is, how far do you think the Jets will go in the playoffs this year?
You know, I think for me right now, for until the trade deadline, we can assume
Mm-hmm.
things, but the trade deadline could make a different thing. Like Edmonton pick Carlson, Colorado pick Monahan, or Colorado pick someone else. And Boston add something. I think it's hard to predict what's going to happen for any team or everything around the league right now because the trade
Yeah.
deadline maybe change everything. You know, if Winnipeg Jet get another great top six, Jet are the solid team at the end of the day, right?
Yeah. Here's
So,
another question. Do you think Chicago is doing any trading at deadline?
oh, they will. They will definitely. Kane, Taze, Atanasio, Domi, McCabe. They are all the name we expect at some point. Maybe not all of them, but Chicago is going to make something there for sure. They have
Let
to
me,
get some
yeah,
prospects, some asset in return.
yeah. Let me ask you one quick question. Do you think Jets should go after Domi? What do you think?
Um,
Would he fit in with the Jets?
From that, yes. If Chicago retaining some money, but I think if I was the Jet, I will look for other players before that. I think if we compare Domi, I would take Barbashev before Domi for the St. Louis Blues as a support. If I was them, maybe I would go with Lafferty before Domi. But
Yeah.
I think they need more. I think I'm looking more for make a bit more big splash for the Winnipeg Jet. They need that for sure. They need a defenseman at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I think the defenseman on the right D is not there yet.
Here's a silly question. How about Jonathan Taves? Would you go after him,
Um,
or do they have the money? Does the Jets have the money?
Jonathan Taze will bring you some depth as a third center. If you cannot use
Yeah.
him as a second center. He's not the Jonathan Taze. You don't pay too much about him. You can maybe get the third round or fourth round pick. I would not spend a second round pick for Jonathan Taze.
Yeah. Another thing is, how much longer does he have? You think about that, because he's
Yeah,
getting up there in age too, isn't he?
yeah, absolutely about that. So,
See, I tell you, I know my hockey.
you know, okay, my friend, thanks so much. Dan to stop by. We're going to fully follow you in Winnipeg Jet after that. But we wish you an amazing, great night. Say hi to Cadet for us,
Are you
by the
gonna
way.
do? Are you gonna do the Jets, or are you gonna follow them?
We're going to check
Are you
after the
gonna
game
watch?
how long we get. I don't know, but we're definitely talking about the Jet for sure. We'll be back tomorrow night, 9 o'clock p.m. for the Montreal Canadiens talks.
Okay.
Join us tomorrow night.
Okay. You know what? You keep up all the good work you do. You know what? I love your show and I love your podcast, and I'll never miss an episode of it.
Thanks so much, Dan. We wish you an amazing, great night with Cadet. I look forward to see you tomorrow.
And I'll just tell you one thing: it's starting to snow here in Winnipeg, and it's going to start getting colder. And you're lucky you got the
that's the winter time,
sun.
Danny.
Yeah, well, you're lucky you got the sun. I'd rather be there than where we're snowing, because I don't like the winter, and I lived
Yeah,
here
I
all my
know.
life.
All right, my friend. Have a great night, Danny.
You too, and keep up all the good work.
All right. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Danny Hashem, guys, is directly from Winnipeg Jet. We have to go now for Vancouver Island to welcome back Mr. Reggie. Knock the door for one more time. Reggie, welcome aboard to the
Hey,
show.
coach.
Post game Montreal Canadiens.
Coach, un mot ce soir. Un joueur. Drouin.
Drouin a très bien joué ce soir.
Tu sais comment que je l'aime. Écoute, Drouin, à soir, première étoile, 3 assists, Non, non. Puis Barden, Savard, Harris, tout le monde s'est présenté à soir. J'ai adoré. Écoute, ils run good, hein? Ils run good depuis une couple de semaines.
Ouais, ouais.
They're running good, guys, hein? The Canadiens of Montreal running good that time. It's like 3 games I love what I see.
Surprisingly, right? They don't have their full squad, and they consider performing. That's pretty good. I understand Chicago is not great. You can see that. But we have to, those games you have to win. You have to win those games, right? You have to get the way to get that W, and they did it tonight. It took them a bit longer. They wait until the second period, the third period, but the third period, Montreal was really good overall, and the players step up again. Yeah, you talk about Drouin, Dadonov, Hoffman play solid game. Everybody contribute tonight. From them to the goalie, Jake Allen. Jake Allen tonight shootout for the Montreal for them.
Yeah, and we finish with a nice small fight. Huh?
Yeah, that's all right. I just want to confirm the Carolina Hurricanes beat the Washington Capitals guy for the score 3-2 and final score about that. 2-2 Blue Jacket and the Devils. Islanders, Ottawa 2-2 at the same time. I just want sharing the score so you can consist talking, Reggie. Sorry.
Yeah. So now, and we finish the cherry and the cake. We finish with a nice fight.
Yeah.
So this is always a bonus. And no, I'm very look, coach. We did very well for the last 3 games, and I'm very happy. All I see, and they control the center. They are first to the puck. They pay the price on the corner. That's hockey, man. That's hockey.
You're absolutely about
Simple.
that. I agree with you. Look, they pop up, they show up, and that's what we count. And as a fan, we're losing, winning. I understand sometimes you want to win all the time, but if you stay in the game, that's the most important thing.
Yeah,
Obviously,
so
we drop
gonna
in the
leave my
ranking,
place
but
for
you
another guys,
cannot win
coach.
everything, right? So they may be looking now to drop at 7 or 8 in the ranking, but it is what it is.
Yeah. So I'm leaving my place for another guys, coach. So see you next time, man.
All right, thanks so much, Regent. We'll be back Thursday night. Montreal going to be in Carolina. It would be hard, but I look forward to talk to you after the game for Thursday night, Reggie. Thanks to stop by. Thanks for the super
I'm gonna
chat.
be there, guys.
Thank you, Reggie. Have a good night, buddy. Reggie from
Bye-bye.
the Vancouver, ladies and gentlemen, stop by. We have to go now in Colorado to welcome quickly William. Willie Snyder is in the house before we talk with Philip the next couple of minutes after that. Willie, welcome aboard. Thanks for being with our Canadian show. What do you think about the Montreal Canadiens performance tonight against the Chicago Blackhawks? One for the score 4-0.
3 in a row, coach.
Yeah, back to back to back.
Yeah, it was amazing. They're just fun to watch. Even though I was driving home from work, I heard a really boring game, but they just came back and made it interesting in the end. And everyone's contributing, no matter what they are in the ranks. As the HABS they keep finding a way to win. And it's just amazing. Martin St. Louis doing a great job there. Even in a season where the fans maybe want to tank a little bit. But
yep.
I think that, we just got to kind of avoid that a little bit and just enjoy wherever they end up at the end of the season. I mean, that's what they end up, and I think they're going to get Bedard.
It is
you
what it
prove
is.
it, Coach.
But
you did it.
It's a boring game after until. Yeah, it is what it is at the end for Bedard. But I think Montreal play, a first 2 period very quiet, everything like that. But he stepped out the third period. They scored 3 goals in the third, and you can see. You think Montreal is very bad. You can see Chicago is not very good at the end of the day, and it's going to be worse for them after the trade deadline. And they play with no emotion. They don't compete a lot. And but it is what it is. Honestly, it's a team tanking a lot. They are when I said tanking, they have nobody. They have nothing there. You know what I mean? Like you can see, Patrick Kane does not push a lot. So yeah, but we get a W.
Yeah, I think the Hawks came out flat. And I think even the Habs came out a little flat too, but they came back and responded in third period. And I was
Sunny
giving
good period. The
Entertap
third
a
period
hard
was
time.
great. Yeah, absolutely right, Willie. The third period was excited. Three goal from Montreal. A fight at the end. Shootout. Jake, the wave in the building. Yeah, that's what you're looking for, and then that's what it's all about at the end of the day. So they don't give
Yeah,
any chance.
I talk with a bunch of Habs fans that are friends of mine and stuff, and they all say that they're just fun to watch. And to me, that's what it means. It doesn't matter what the score is or what the end of the day, but I predict the 4-0. So you know what I mean. Like I got the screenshot to prove it. Entertap says it doesn't count, but you know, like that's the whole thing. It's like to me when I see the predictions, the hardest ones to predict are like the shootouts, the shutouts, the empty nets. You know what I mean? Like that's the ones that's hardest to predict. And I always wanted to just predict the shutout, but I seen the Habs the way they're playing at home at the Bell Center up against the Hawks. I just saw the shootout coming because they just been so dominant in the Bell Center. It's really fun to watch, and it was funny because I told you the prediction, and then they're like, the Hawks scored, and I was like, oh man, and then you're like, no, it's disallowed. So you know what I mean? Like you could be wrong about your prediction every night. You know what I mean? Like very easily. You know what I mean? But luckily that one got disallowed, so I got the shutout tonight.
The New Jersey Devils score at 19 minutes and 59 seconds. 19:59, the Devils score to take the lead 3-2 against the Columbus Blue Jackets. Unbelievable. 1.4 seconds to go, guys. 1.4. Ren Greaves score 3-2. Unbelievable end of this game. The New Jersey Devils going to win this game. Just want to share with you about that one over there.
Yeah.
All right, Willie, we have other people in the chat right now, but thanks to stop by. We're going to follow Colorado. After that, Colorado winning 1-0, I believe, at the end of the first period against Tampa Bay Lightning. This is a revenge game. We know last week Tampa Bay beat the Tampa Bay 5-0, I believe, right?
Yeah, 5-0, yeah.
Yeah.
That was not good. No, thanks for having me, Coach. I love you, Hockey Nation Live. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone, and appreciate you having me on the live, Coach. Well, I'll continue following and everything. Appreciate you.
No problem, Willie. Always a pleasure having you on board. Thanks again. Hopefully you have a great time with your Super Bowl this Sunday. Unfortunately, I didn't make it, but looked like it was a good time over there. So
no, just check it out. I think it'd be funny. I copy you a little bit, but you know, I think you'll enjoy. I learned a lot of tricks from you, Coach, on the Willie quiz.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Keep up your great work, my friend. Have an amazing, great night.
Thank you, sir. You as well.
All right. We have to go now. Sainte-Thérèse de Blainville de recevoir Mr. Philippe. Il est à la maison du Hockey Nation Live Show ce soir. Philippe, comment il va, mon homme?
Ah, ça va bien.
Ben oui. Qu'est-ce que tu penses de la performance de Montréal ce soir? Oh, ben, peut-être la fin de semaine, parce qu'on ne s'est pas parlé, ça fait quand même une couple de semaines.
Ah, en fin de semaine, puis aujourd'hui, je pense que les Canadiens ont très bien joué contre la semaine passée contre New York, contre Edmonton, puis là contre Chicago. Je trouve que on dirait qu'ils veulent travailler, puis ils travaillent de tous les 3 matchs qu'ils ont joué, ils ont travaillé fort, puis même si fallait pas prendre en légère Chicago, on dirait que les Canadiens ont pas dit on va mal jouer, ils ont bien joué, puis Jack Allen qui a fait des belles arrêts, puis qui a eu son premier blanchissage depuis 12 novembre à peu près, ou je me rappelle plus c'est quoi, mais ça faisait longtemps qu'il n'y avait pas eu un blanchissage, fait que ça veut dire que le prochain match, on sait pas c'est qui, mais je pense que si pas une belle performance, c'est sûr qu'il va revenir, mais je pense que ils vont donner un peu de chance à Montembeault.
Moi, d'après moi, ils vont aller Montembeault, puis samedi, ils vont retourner avec Jake Allen. D'après moi, c'est ça que je ferais, moi. Si je suis en tout cas, c'est ça que je ferais.
Ouais, moi aussi, c'est sûr. Les deux goalers font le travail.
Ouais.
Puis je pense qu'ils vont donner, s'il y a une autre bonne performance, ils vont revenir avec lui qui était ce soir. Fait que je suis pas incorrect avec ça parce que je pense que les deux goalers, c'est les deux goalers qui ont un match qui joue bien, l'autre il joue bien. Fait que
Oh,
faut
ouais.
que les deux gardiens de but soient bons parce que pour une équipe de hockey, même si c'est pas une série, ils peuvent gagner quelques matchs jusqu'à la fin. Je
En
pense que
plein ça.
c'est quand
Ben
même
d'accord avec
positif.
toi. Quand on parle de la chemistry, moi, tu ferais quoi, toi, si tu serais Montréal présentement avec Jonathan Drouin?
Ah, je sais pas, ça va dépendre le 3 mars si s'il joue bien, qu'il finit la saison, une bonne fin de saison. S'il faut, s'il veut aller gagner, je pense qu'on peut l'échanger, mais s'il faut le garder, ça me dérangerait pas. Mais si on l'échange, aussi, ça me dérangerait pas de l'échanger aussi. Parce que
OK.
là, depuis 3 matchs, ça va bien. C'est sûr que c'est juste 3 matchs, mais je pense que il fait quand il est revenu samedi, je pense qu'il a quand même eu des bons matchs contre
Avant la
en fin
blessure,
de
il allait
semaine.
bien en passant aussi.
Non, c'est ça, c'était au début il allait bien, puis on dirait qu'il est revenu, sa blessure, on dirait il a repris que ce qu'il y avait.
Oui,
Je pense que
ben
c'est un
d'accord.
bon joueur. Il a du caractère, il joue bien, c'est juste des fois c'est sûr qu'il y a des mauvais matchs, mais c'est parce que c'est normal, mais
Oui.
je pense que si s'en va, je pense que je sais pas c'est avec quelle équipe, mais je pense pas que ça va. Si c'est Colorado, ça serait le fun parce que c'est son ancien coéquipier, mais je sais pas, c'est difficile à dire si on les change. Parce que si on les change, faut qu'il y ait quelqu'un en retour.
Ben d'accord avec toi. C'est quel joueur t'a plus impressionné ce soir si tu serais le joueur là, vraiment qui a fait pour toi la différence ou bien que t'as bien aimé ce soir jouer?
Justin Byron, eux qui ont marqué, Savard, Doverac, on voit que Hoffman puis Dadonov ont bien joué aussi. Même les 3 matchs, même si c'est juste des 3 matchs, comme je dis, c'est des bons. Ils ont quand
Philippe
même eu des
Dadonov joue
bons.
très bien dans les 6 dernières semaines. C'est vite depuis la moitié du mois de décembre, là, Dadonov, janvier, on va dire au 1er janvier. Dadonov, là, c'est un des meilleurs joueurs des Canadiens. Peut-être pas en points, mais si tu regardes sa game, là, il est vraiment bon sur la glace.
Il faut qu'ils continuent comme ça, puis que s'ils s'ils veulent l'échanger ou s'ils veulent. Parce que
Ouais, ils vont
si
l'échanger, ils vont
s'ils
essayer de
vont pas.
l'échanger, sinon ils ne le reprendront pas
Non,
l'an prochain. Là. Mais tu vois, il y a une bonne
non, c'est ça,
chemistry avec Hoffman. Tu sais.
mais s'il continue à être bon à tous les matchs qu'à la fin de la saison, l'équipe qui va jusqu'au 3, au 3 mars, l'équipe qui va peut-être aller le chercher parce que s'il voit qu'il y a un bon match, genre, à tous les matchs, il joue bien, une équipe comme une bonne équipe ou une moins bonne équipe, une équipe qui va le, les Canadiens vont le changer, il va avoir une meilleure saison, sauf qu'il joue bien depuis, comme tu as dit, le 1er décembre. Je trouve
Ben
qu'on
d'accord
dirait
avec toi.
que
Ben
même
d'accord avec toi.
qu'il y a toutes les joueurs, mais il y a toute l'équipe qui ont bien joué depuis 3 matchs, puis l'équipe va bien, puis il faut qu'ils continuent. C'est sûr que de jeudi, ça va être pas facile. Contre Toronto, quand même ils jouent bien contre les Canadiens, mais c'est juste qu'en
Ouais, ils
trois
vont jouer
matchs, ils ont
jeudi
perdu.
la Caroline, puis samedi la Toronto.
Ouais, mais Toronto, ils sont bons, mais tu sais, contre les Canadiens, ils jouent bien contre le Canadien, mais on dirait qu'ils perdent. Fait que
Contre,
je pense qu'on peut pas prendre
contre Toronto,
un
Montréal,
contre
non, Toronto contre Montréal, Arizona, Columbus, puis Chicago sont 4-4-2.
pas si pire, c'est juste ce que c'est
Ils ont
capoté
la
qu'ils jouent
misère contre des équipes en bas,
mais,
en bas du standing Toronto cette année.
non, c'est ça, c'est comme Austin Matthews, il joue bien, mais des fois ça arrive que il joue pas avec son équipe, il joue pas comme des fois il joue des matchs que c'est difficile pour lui. Puis même que ils ont une bonne saison, puis ils vont faire les séries, mais ça va être difficile parce que là ils jouent si ça commence la première ronde, c'est contre Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, ça va être difficile encore.
Ouais. Ben,
Je
ça va
pense que
dépendre encore
ça
de
va.
trade deadline, qu'est-ce qu'ils vont faire. Toronto, ils n'ont pas l'équipe présentement, de gagner contre Tampa Bay. Présentement. Il faut qu'ils rajoutent des joueurs.
Mais si. Non, parce que ils sont obligés, parce ils ont mis sur le balotage Wayne Simmons. Puis,
Ouais.
après ça, ils ont des bons joueurs, là, mais les goalers sont corrects. Ils n'ont pas les bons. C'est comme Ottawa, ils ont deux goalers blessés, fait qu'ils sont obligés de rappeler des joueurs des gardiens de but dans l'Union américaine. C'est
Ouais.
fou, les sénateurs, au début de saison, il y avait tellement de bonnes saisons, puis on dirait qu'avec les blessures ou les échanges, on dirait qu'ils ont pas on sent vraiment de la misère.
Ouais. Ben, d'accord avec toi.
Euh,
Ouais, mon
c'est
Philippe,
pas
on va te laisser
facile.
aller. On a d'autres appels en arrière de toi, mais
Parfait.
écoute, on te manque beaucoup. Je sais que tu es occupé, là, mais quand on aime bien ça de te voir. Donc, la fin de semaine, on n'a pas fait en fin de semaine parce que c'était trop tard là, pour moi. Mais on va sûrement être de retour jeudi soir puis samedi soir. Donc, j'espère qu'il va nous arrêter pour nous parler.
Oui, c'est sûr, je vais être là.
Parfait, mon homme. On te souhaite une bonne soirée puis on se redonne une nouvelle plus tard.
Parfait.
Parfait. Salut, Philippe. Philippe, de la belle région de Montréal, dans Sainte-Thérèse, il est avec nous ce soir. Now we have to go. I don't know where he's at right now. I don't know what kind of the temper is right now, but we have our friend Nick, directly from Chicago, Illinois, is in the house. We'd like to know what you think about the game, Mr. Nick.
I don't know what happened.
First of all, Nick, we have to appreciate you to come back here. Secondly, you got pressure from Danny, Luciano, and Artap. They all ask you to show up here. So I want to say to you, thank you. You're a good guy. You prove it to them. So, I can do this here. So thanks to stop by anyway. Look, I understand it's not easy. And, it's a team of rebuilding. And it is what it is at the end of the day.
Yeah, that was not fun to watch at all. I like how Reese Johnson went after one of the players on the Habs, but he really didn't do anything to.
Yeah,
he really didn't think
them. Like hopefully, what do you think they're going to trade Kane, Taze, or not?
Yeah, Kane will definitely go. I think Edmonton was looking at him. And
yeah,
Tay, if he's not going to play, he won't be worth anything.
Yeah, what is happening with the injury of the Taze? Is it good? Is it okay now, or is it going to be maybe for the rest of the season?
Taze is sick still. Kane, he said he was supposed to have hip surgery. I don't know where that's.
Okay.
I don't know when that will play, but he still doesn't look good at all.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see Chicago for the rest, but don't expect too much about Chicago Blackhawks. The good news about this, they're going to draft at the top of the second. Worst case third, best case it would be one, and they're going to get a good hockey players and the future, and they continue to do it. I think it'll be great for them. And like you said, I think patience is the key, Monique, over there for sure for the Chicago Blackhawks. Like with Montreal, we have to be patient. That's the only thing you can do.
Yeah, of course.
So, anything you want to add about the game tonight, or?
I don't really think there's anything to add.
Anyhow, I wish you good luck till the next time we do friendship quiz.
Thank you.
Have a good night, Nick. I'll talk to you very soon, buddy.
Good night.
Bye-bye. Nick, guys, a really nice guy Nick from Illinois. Always been a pleasure having Nick with us. He'll show up every time we can. The New York Islanders guy and the Ottawa Senator is 2-2 right there. Ottawa Islander have a power play. They not take advantage of that, unfortunately. And now they are play 4 versus 4 with 1 minute to go remaining on this game between both of them. And we appreciate guys to be with us tonight. And we're going to see Nick in our tabs. Good job for not in our tab. Danny said good job for Nick. You're absolutely right about this. What a great Nick, nice guy to stop by after the big loss of the Chicago tonight to pop up here and to say hi to us. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Dan. It's not you try to be mean, but they are not very good right now, obviously. I don't know if people pop up at the game and at the Montreal for the last couple of games, but Islander did not play a good game. Edmonton was very bad, and now Chicago pop up. So I don't know what's going on in Montreal, what's happened for the team, but it is what it is at the end of the day. I'm watching right now the game between Islanders and the Ottawa Senators, guys. 5 seconds to go. Look like going to be in shootout over there. And both teams have 1 point tonight, so that's a good thing to see that. The Jet tied the game, guy, 2-2 against the Kraken. Pierre-Luc Dubois score 23rd of the season. So the new goaltender, the rookie goaltender, guys, of the Ottawa Senator, Maloney's, I believe his last name, have a good game so far for them. And that's what we got. Try to get what we got here. And bonne nuit, mon Harry. Thanks so much. Jet 2-2, Dan. Luciano losing 5-1. Florida is losing 5-1. Florida, yep, they are losing. Good job, Nick. Great guys of you guys. We'll be back tomorrow night, guys. The app have a ton of injuries. I still one is guy are play well for Martin Saint-Louis. You're absolutely right, Gary. I completely agree with you about that one over there. We're going to wait for the shootout of this game. We're going to follow up a little bit, or we do the Oscar, the overtime NHL game. And we're going to go right back. I think RJ wants to stop by to say hi to us. So we're going to welcome RJ for the last call of the night. And Mr. RJ is in the house. Welcome back, RJ.
How you guys doing?
Pretty good, pretty good.
All right.
What do you think about Montreal Canadiens game tonight?
Well, what a blowout game today. What a great game.
Yeah. Montreal won by the score 4-0 tonight.
What a great game.
Yeah. You're absolutely right about that over there. 9 game on the program tonight, Mr. RJ.
Yep. Tomorrow we got 6 games tomorrow.
It's rare 6 game and 6 game and it's rare 6 game and Wednesday night. I'm sorry, I was trying to set the Wednesday night. So usually I have 3 game, 4 game max, and 2 game usually, right?
Yep. Tomorrow for the games tomorrow. The Blackhawks versus the Maple Leafs at 7:00 tomorrow. The Lightning versus the Arizona Coyotes at 9:00. The Toronto Red Wings are versus the Orioles at 9:30. The Flames versus the Minnesota at 9:30. The Rangers versus the Vegas Knights at 10:00. And the Buffalo versus the Ducks at 10:00 tomorrow.
Yep. Let that game tomorrow
and then
again.
I look at the.
Go ahead.
Yep. And then the Rockets play their next game on Friday, February 17th at 7:05 versus the Ballard Centers on Friday.
Wow. Ottawa guys just scored a goal. Ottawa right now in shootout after 2 they lead 1-0 against the New York Islanders. Ottawa could get another 2 points tonight against the Islanders. Unbelievable if it's happened. Islanders need that point tonight. It'll be interesting what happening there. But 9 game tonight, and then it would be interesting to see that what happening. Palmieri right
Thursday, you guys know Thursday we have 8 games. Friday 5, Saturday 13, and Sunday 6.
Yeah, absolutely right. Final score, guys. Ottawa Senator win for the score 3-2 and shootout tonight. Wow, another loss for me. I took the Islanders tonight, and really interesting. The Blues beat right now the Florida Panthers 5-1 tonight, and the Kraken guys 2-2 with the Winnipeg Jets, Mr. And Ottawa beat the New York Islanders. Not looking good for the New York Islanders, RG.
Yeah, Blues are winning 5-1 already.
The Blues really the Panthers, but the New York Islanders, after the trade for both of that, not looking good.
Yeah, it's not good at all.
Yep. We have about 9 minutes to go remaining, guys. The game between the Jet and the Kraken, the score is 2-2 between both of them. That's what we got so far. And then Avalanche score 2 goals. McKinnon score right now 2-0 at the middle of the game again with Tampa Bay Lightning. That's what we got so far about that one. The Blues are now 5-2. The Florida Panthers just got a goal to cut the lead by 4-3. Anything you want to add, RJ, before we let you go?
Nope, we're good.
Awesome. Good job again, RJ. Consider to great work with the Hockey Nation show. Very kind of you to do that. And I look forward to see you next time, my friend.
Yeah, what a great game. What a great game for that Super Bowl this year. What a great season.
Yeah, absolutely.
And next year's Super Bowl in 2024, it'd be in Arizona, Texas next year.
All right.
2024.
We're going to wait about that one with them, Mr. RJ. We wish you an amazing, great night, buddy.
All right. Have a great night, guys.
All right. RJ Calabro, directly from New Jersey in the house about that one. So thanks for in. My head hurts from getting upset. Go Avs, go Nick, but I'm betting on the MD leave. About that, yes, and at that, I don't know what he said. Yes, Luciano Madolaise is the goaltender tonight. It was in between the pipe for that one there. So far, guys, Carolina Hurricane win 3-2, Montreal 4-0, Senator 3-2 over the Islanders. The Devils beat the Blue Jacket 3-2 at 1 second of the game. The Blues 5-2. The Kraken Jet 2-2. The Star lead the Boston Bruins 2-1. Avalanche 2-0. And we have the Pittsburgh Penguins by the way, I'm all still at 96 likes. Do we cross the 100 likes or not? Anybody can tell me that? I don't know why my likes never grown about that. Did anybody can confirm both or that brought the Canucks flew to the Islanders? Must point by the defenseman Dan Asham. What is dependent? If you talk about NHL, no, but maybe and the Winnipeg Jet, yes. Dan Carlson have 73 points in 4. About that one over there. So that's what happening about this. 8 minutes to go remaining. The Jet versus the Saddle. No coach. We stuck at 96, Danny. I see likes flying, but I don't know why happening. We hit 96 like, but missed that one of the other. Well, it's all right. Not big deal. It's happened. Not end of the world. That's the channel. Get your dogs, Marco. We still have, guys, a game tomorrow night. We're going to talk about the Montreal Canadiens. I invite you to join me live tomorrow night at Montreal Canadiens. And that'd be good if you can check this part with us. Tomorrow night, 9 o'clock p.m. We're going to talk about the Montreal Canadiens. I don't know what would be the title, but it would be about Jonathan Drouin tomorrow night. Yep, Jonathan Drouin tomorrow night. Still a phone and mash the likes, Willie Snyder said. 2-2 at Winnipeg, guys, between the both teams. One more. It's thunderstorm here, by the way. Coach, does Drouin want to stay with the Habs? I think so, Gary. I would not be surprised if he would be. I would not be surprised about this. It looked like we did it again. One of the likes. It is what it is. We did it at the knock the door at the end. One of the likes, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. 100 likes. Thanks so much, moderator, tonight to push hard until to the end. And the Montreal Canadiens of this game, we love the 100 likes. Of course, we really appreciate that. And we push hard until to the last minute about this. 2-2 between the Jet and the Kraken with about 6 minutes to go remaining of this game. Alexandre I listening interview of Drouin at 98 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, and he said, I'm important to him to show he can be useful for other team and playoff. I think it's open and ready to be traded. I think so. I think Alexandre, he expect that. He knows his time in Montreal is maybe over. Whatever the people join him, have him, I think he can contribute at different level. And, I don't know if, if Colorado said, hey, let's see, can we get Jonathan Drouin for the 4th-round pick? Any team, guy, get Jonathan Drouin for a 4th-round pick, it's a winner. It's a winner. Montreal should get a 2nd-round pick, but can they get a 4th-round, So, and they can retain the money of Drouin at the end of the day. So, Drouin, the Colorado Avalanche have nothing to lose to get Jonathan Drouin. They can get him and then let him play at the bottom 6 over there. Look, the guy in power play is solid. And they bring some depth for the Colorado Avalanche. Someone can hurt. Drouin can jump in on the top 6. And they play together before McKinnon and Drouin. Again, for the rest of the season, next year is another conversation. But, yeah. Boutampa, the bomb score 2-1, Avalanche. Avalanche. Kucherov scored. There we go. The Blues lead 6-2, guys. I told you in our top, take the Blues tonight. Get ready for your laptop, for your tattoo. Go. Do you make your favorite hockey players? Kishore have a goal. I hope they have his glove this time. Breakaway Winnipeg. Ah, he hit the post. Let's see what happened for the stat for the Montreal Canadiens. 21 minutes for Suzuki tonight. 3 points Drouin, 2 points Dvorak, 2 points Armia. Belzile, Dadonov, 1 point. Defenseman Byron Harris Savard, 1 point. Byron plays 60 minutes. Whiteman, 60 minutes. 23 minutes for Madison, 20 minutes for Savard. Well, the TOI guys, the Montreal is really good overall tonight. I like what I saw about that one over there. So that helped in the Montreal Canadiens. Power play for the Jet with 5 minutes to go remaining, less than 5 minutes to go remaining. But Luciano convinced me to go with the Florida. The Rocket beat the Leaf last time. I was good interview, by the way, at the reserve by for look happy. It looked really nice, by the way. Especially I've never beat the Blues, Luciano. Use his money for March to take offer for Drouin. You said that Danny and my computer froze. I had to reboot. Baron is expressive. Mr. Adam Berger is in the house. Vegas with over 20 goals last 3 games. I think when you left Adam the last time, I don't know, was yesterday or the day before, we talk about the Vegas where, they are one players, Adam Vegas, to have a really good and really good playoff. I don't know what it would cost them to trade for Ryan O'Reilly. Nobody put Timo Meier guys with the Vegas Golden Knight. I understand they don't have a lot of money. The money is really a problem there. But I think they should looking about a player with a good dynamic. Patrick Kane is the solution for the Vegas Golden Knight. But Adam, that division Pacific is wide open. The Vegas have to diving on that one over there. Today, tonight, I really need to do point at both last for Islanders. Last 1 point tonight. Good night, everybody. Tomorrow, Nicola, good night, Nick. Fred better hope Pittsburgh lose tonight. Power play and probably like me, by the way. Sheffley almost score. Thanks so much for all the likes. The more buyer, the better for Montreal. Kane is on the decline. The match are good. Ryan O'Reilly better value for Vegas. Gary, I agree with you about that. Luciano said, come on, Jets. On my TV right now, I have 35 seconds to go remaining for the Jets on this game. 28. 28 seconds to go remaining, guys, between the Jet and the Seattle Kraken. The third pair will start at the American Airlines in Dallas. We are right now over time network game after night here at the Hockey National Show after Montreal Canadiens won by the score 4-0 against Chicago Blackhawks. So we just try to follow up one more game before we go out here tonight. Final score, the Florida Panthers lost by the score 6-2 against the St. Louis Blues. I took Florida last night. I took Minnesota. Florida beat Minnesota. I took Florida tonight, and they lose tonight. I hate that. The game is over. Not the game, but the third pair is over, guys. 2-2 at the Winnipeg Jet. Will be interesting to watching this end of this game between both teams. We keep losing OT game in our top. Go Jets, go Pierre Martin. Analysts begin to believe that enough could be traded because he played better last 2-3 weeks. Alexandre, I will say to you, he played well since January 1st. That enough, guys. Maybe he don't have no point. He score like you have another point. You have 2 points. The last 16 games, he have 2 goals, 7 assists, 9 points. I know it's not a lot, but what he bring opportunities for other players behind him. That enough. And every time he's on the ice, they don't give a lot of goal against. So on analytics, is the only player for the Montreal Canadiens of both expected goal, shooting percentage sharing, and he has right now a positive on his analytics. And you can see tonight he's flying, he's getting better. His speed is there. Again, you can a team like Calgary. I put this last week. A team like Calgary could trade for that enough for nothing. And they need a scorer like that enough. He would bring some kind of offensive they don't have right now. If I was Calgary, I was looking for that enough. A 5th round pick or something like that. We'll go to watching Boston and Dallas Star, guys. 2-1 Dallas Star at the beginning of the third period. Can the Boston have a better third period? Will be interesting to watching that. Co-PLT we have right now on the Dubois face to Winberg. And we have Connor on that one there. Connor win the face-off. Dubois win the face-off. Connor reach the puck. Bring the puck to opposite corner. For the puck, Grosbar make a save. Give the puck to Seattle Kraken. Attacking now. Return the puck behind the net of Grosbar. And we have Connor, Dubois, and Morrissey on for the Winnipeg. Seattle Kraken at Winberg with Schwartz. And then the defenseman, I'm not sure, go back now on the left side. Show the puck. Reddish make a save. Rebound behind the net. Battle now behind the net. And the Jet recover the puck. Go back by Connor. Connor hold the puck now. Connor pass the puck to Morrissey. Morrissey drive the puck. Love the puck to Connor. Connor tried to get the puck with it. The Dallas Star score, guys, 3-1 again. It was a replay. Go back now. Dubois hold the puck now. Hit the puck right now. Keep the puck back to Mauricie, I believe. Hold the puck right now. 4 minutes to go remaining. New plus coming for the Winnipeg Jet. Go back to corner. Drop the puck behind. Go back to Mauricie. Hold the puck right now. Sergio Kraken play really well man-to-man. Now corner try attacking on the left side of the goal bar. Keep control of the puck. Return the puck all the way back on defensive. Give a puck. A very bad play by a corner. Now the Kraken's coming at 3 versus 3. Hold the puck to Wenberg. Pass the puck behind. Bring the puck around the board. All the way back at the blind. New plus for me for Seattle Kraken. Hold the puck all the way back. A new plus coming for both teams. Still 3 versus 3. Kraken hold the puck now. Turn around. Pass the puck to Larson. Pass the puck left side. Taking on left side of Riddich. Hold the puck now to that. Looking for the back door. Pass the puck to Larson. That's in front of the net. Should the puck miss the net? Puck bouncing back. Now Winnipeg Jet almost on breakaway. 2 versus 1 for the Winnipeg Jet on the back door. Hold the puck on the back door. Shoot! He missed the net. Wheeler. He have a goal and his stick at the end of that one. Anyhow, that Jet going to recover back by Pionk. Nil Pionk. Go back now. Turn around by the Winnipeg Jet, but the Kraken cannot get a puck back to Pionk. Pionk went out, hold the puck a little bit more. Turn around. Possible now to the left side. Controlé par Wheeler. Pass the puck the back door. Hold the puck right. Show the puck. Go back and make a set. The puck bouncing back. Possible to break away by but it was no. He cannot have a chance to get there. The puck go back on defensive zone. And the Winnipeg Jets going to win the puck. Go back now, draw the puck back. A little bit too far. The Jets still, the Kraken will still the puck all the way back. Now paying that puck. McCann change the direction. Jared McCann draw the puck left side. Controlé maintenant par Soucy. Hit the puck right now. Hold the puck, turn around again. Turn around, keep the puck at the neutral zone. At the taking on the right side, on the left side. Shoot the puck and miss the net completely. The puck go all the way out of the play with 2 minutes, 18 seconds to go remaining. 40 shot for the Winnipeg Jet tonight. Buckstrom just missed the net completely. We are now on TSN. Still 2-1. We're going to go to another direction. we are there, and we have you. 2-1 Dallas, 17 minutes to go remaining. I think we are crazy. I think the people don't understand how much we love the hockey. About that. It should be about 200 people here, by the way, but nobody want to listen, Coach Frenchy. Anyhow, go back on left side, face up on the left side of the British. Dubois win the face up. Go back to Schmidt to Connor. There we go. Dubois, Schmidt, O'Connor. Long stretch pass now to Schmidt. 1 versus 1. Hold the puck now side. Hold the puck, get the puck in front of the net to Connor. Intercept now by the Dubois. We're going to recovery and get out of the zone. Go back on the left side. Again, 2 minutes to go. Back again, all the way back on defensive zone. Set up now by Dubois. Dubois back again to Schmidt. Schmidt attacking. Connor right now on the right side. Connor's coming. Connor changes direction. Hold the puck again. Connor the wall. Chasing right now by Kraken. Lose the puck all the way back. Intercept now by the Kraken. Going to get the puck all the way. Back again, turn around. Possible now, 2 versus 2. Go back to Gord. Gord's coming. Shoot the puck. Miss the puck. Recovered by Yannick Gord. Gord went out. Draw the puck back onto opposite corner. The puck bouncing back on defensive zone. We have 1:25 to go remaining. Go back now by Vince Dunn. Dunn kick out the puck on the blue line. Kraken attacking. 2 versus shoot the puck. Miss the net. Rebound the right side. The Jet coming back right now. Jet attacking. 2 versus 1 for the Jet. One more time. At the left side. Attacking the back door in front of the net. The puck bouncing back by Dubois. We have 3 players behind the net. Dubois try to get a puck. We have penalty. No penalty. I don't know. Go back by the Kraken all the way back. Attacking 1 versus 1. 1 minute to go remaining. Turn around by the Kraken. Go back again. The Jet attacking to the left side. Attacking 2 versus 2 on the left side. Shoot the puck, Mercy. Go by make a save. Get a puck again. Now the Kraken go retrieving all the way back on defensive zone with 45 seconds to go remaining. Vince Dunn heal the puck over there. Dunn right now pass the puck in front of the bench of the Kraken. Attacking on the left side of Riddich. Losing the puck. Recovered by the Kraken. One more push. 35 seconds on the back door. Turn around all the way back. Go back to Larson. Go back to Larson again. Return now by number 7 is Eberle. Go back in front of that. Shoot the puck. Riddich make a save. No rebound with 26 seconds to go. A shot of Maddie Pernier. And that's what we got. Dallas right there. 2-1, 15 minutes to go remaining. Dallas is against Boston. Boston tried to tie the game. Will be interesting if they can do it. 39 Ws in the beginning of the season. Dallas only 19 shots. The Boston Bruins 28. Power play again for the Boston Bruins with 25 seconds to go remaining. Quite a positive right there. Charlie Coy with the puck. Now we're going to go back on the Winnipeg Jet at the MTS Arena. at downtown Winnipeg to see if the team can win. Now, the Winnipeg Jets win the face-off. Long stretch pass now, possibly a 2 versus 2. Attacking out by Connor. Connor hold the puck, keep the puck, change direction. Connor in front of that, shoot the puck, miss the net barely. Go back in front of that corner, hold the puck one more time. 10 seconds to go. Connor battle for the opposite corner, change direction twice. Connor looking now on the back door. We have 4 seconds to go. Back to corner, lose the puck. The Kraken attacking run away. We have about finish the game. We are going to be on shootout tonight. And the Boston Bruins did not score on the power play. It's still 2-1. What a game, left and right, guys. Amazing, great performance. About everybody in the chat tonight. Thanks so much, everyone. We can't wait to see what's happening around the team. Where we're now. Over that, I check my phone. That's where we're at. We're going to conclude that game, guys. Overtime Network podcast, the Hockey National Show. We continue with all the different game around the league. Right now, we are at the Winnipeg Jets. Let's see if they can score tonight. And win the W tonight. The Jets and the Seattle Kraken. Both teams need points if they want to stay in the standing. We know the Seattle Kraken battle right now on the 3rd position of the standing, and the Winnipeg Jets are 2nd position on the Central Division. 14:27 to go, and the Dallas Star at the American Airlines, and Dallas scored 2-1 versus the Boston Bruins. Go back now on the NHL network to watching what's going on, and the Winnipeg Jets. Thanks so much for the likes. We appreciate a lot. We're still live, and it would be interesting if Philippe Grosbauer can beat Riddich. That's a really disadvantage if you think about that. Riddich. Can he bring Allen back for the overtime? First shot for the Winnipeg Jet is Mark Sheffley. Mark Sheffley. I didn't see Mark Sheffley, guys, on the overtime, no? I think he was not there. Anyhow, maybe he's sick and then they use him. And Mark Sheffley wait for the whistle to go there. Mark Sheffley said, come on, what's going on here? Mark Sheffley, wait. I don't know what to tell you. They're just waiting. I don't know what's going on over there. Here we go. Max Sheffley pick up the puck. It's coming to the right side. Now in the middle. Looking now. Take a time. Looking left and right on the back end. Shoot. He score. Max Sheffley score. The first attempt for the Winnipeg Jet against Philippe Grosbauer. He come back on his backhands at the end. And then he go over the blocker to score against Grosbauer. Will be interesting now what happened in the next one. The next shot for the first one, Ran Donato. Donato is very successful on a shot going to the left side. Reddish coming out to the middle, looking out for the back, shoot the puck. He missed the net. 1-0 Winnipeg Jet after one attempt. Can the Jet win tonight? Will be interesting if it's happened. Big important on our standing prediction tonight for NRTAP. Here we go. Pick number 2, Kyle Connors. Scanning with speed on the right side. Looking out, look to the puck. And Philippe Grosbauer took this like a beach ball from corner. Grosbauer, they had not moved. It never moved. Not sure what Connor was going to try to do on that one over there. And Grosbauer really solid. Now, pick number 2 is going to be Jordan Eberle. Drafted by the Edmonton Oilers. It's coming on the right side of Riddich. Looking out, feeling back, shoot the puck. And Riddich make a save. A goal for the Winnipeg Jets. This game is over. Who is going to be? It's going to be Pierre-Luc Dubois or not? Can we see Riddich solid right there? He tried to go on the 4-5 hole. Eberle. Here we go. Dubois pick out of the puck. He have right now to make the W. He's coming to the left side. Shoot the puck. He score! And the Winnipeg Jets and the Boston. Here we go. The Winnipeg Jets win tonight by the score at 3-2 and overtime. Congratulations for the Jets tonight. And confirm about this one over there. Bonne nuit, Luc Lafortune. On peut bien perdre avec les gars comme ça colonisé à l'extrême. On peut bien perdre avec des gars comme ça colonisé à l'extrême. Je comprends pas la situation. On parle du hockey et non de la politique. Was good, comment Danny. Would you like to know who won it at Winnipeg? Yes, Pierre-Luc Dubois. Pierre-Luc Dubois. Score le but. Yeah, you almost make me myself. About this one over there. Pourquoi il parle en anglais? On est presque tous des francophones par Bousca. Not vraiment. Il y en a à peu près 3. About that. On peut bien l'anglais. Et voilà. Called by Inatap. The Stars still winning 2-1, guys. We have 2-1 Avalanche right away. Going to the Jet, winning Snyder. And with Pittsburgh Penguins take the lead 1-0 against the Sharks tonight. Again, the Winnipeg, the Pittsburgh Penguins. Here you go, guys. This concludes, guys, another Hockey News Live show. Hopefully you enjoy it. And we're going to see you tomorrow night at 6 o'clock with Mr. Inata. Don't miss my app Daily News tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock p.m. We keep pushing, guys. I know the number are not there, but it is what it is. We're going to continue to make this happen. Now, until the next time, my friend, we want to remind everybody, hopefully, an amazing, great night. Happy Valentine's Day. For some of you, still have maybe some love to give away. You know, it's happened. Until next time, thanks so much, Danny.
You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you.
We have greatness inside of you, everybody. Thanks so much to join us tonight. Many of you, moderator, thanks so much. All the super chat, Sean B, Marco Larabi, Reggie, and Rabinov a little bit earlier. We have many of you guys. Thank you so much, moderator. Thank the people in the chat. Luc Lafortune, Gary Cournoyer, Willie, Nick, RJ, many of you guys. Thanks so much to be with us tonight. Nick from Chicago Bear too. Have an amazing, great night, guys. I can't wait to see you next time. Until then, be well, BL. Find a way, not only dominate your day, find a way to dominate what? Your 2023. Have an amazing, great night, everybody. We love you, people. The Boston Bruins tie the game 2-2. Oh, 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 oh. Booyah!